Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of the Lodge at Endsmeet. Before we get back into the adventure, let's go ahead and give one of our players an opportunity for a point of inspiration by recapping of what happened last time. Emily, you have volunteered.
Session 73. The Wild Hearts go to find Cliff. And once they get to the place that Cliff kind of seemed to have disappeared to, Velen immediately freezes and the color drains from her face, and she experiences profound despair, which to the rest of the party appears to be a weird, dead state. Um, she sees a demon creature, a terrifying dog, demon dog, Aridocus, the Despair. And she hears its name in her head and just knows that that's what it's called. She calls on Dawes, but does not feel him, and instead there's like an unfamiliar presence there as if watching her. She tries to call on her wings, but instead of her wings extending, a cursed sword, now Lycan's Bane and familiar as the one that she threw away from her at right after the first arc, basically, of the game, months and months, like real world years ago. Reappears in front of her, and she fails her wisdom save and has to take it, but tries to balance it out by getting her moonlit scimitar in her other hand to try to balance it. However, that doesn't save her really from attacking her friends, because as soon as Tess tries to kind of calm her down a little bit and tell her jokes, she still sees everything in grayscale and feels like Tess is screaming at her and attacks. Tess jumps away, and the Despair says to everyone else but not to Velen. We don't know if necessarily this is the dog saying it, but we hear in our head, you must either reclaim what you cast away or bury it in holy ground. Next time I come, there will be no warning, only ruin. Meanwhile, Cliff, who has proactively cast Blade Ward, gets pounced on by a hellhound and takes some fire damage, takes some halved piercing damage. Claudia tries to restrain Velen, but gets absolutely nailed by Lycan's Bane, which really fucks her up. She's vulnerable to that damage in particular. And so Artie and Claudia go off to help Cliff, and Tess stays behind to try to help Velen. Artie feels a hot presence over his shoulder, hot breath on his neck. And casts a binding ice spell for the first time, but it doesn't hit anything, tragically, and this really puzzles him, and then he misty steps away, and we have to at that point mechanically roll a d4. He rolls a d2 and still feels the hot breath on the back of his neck. Tess meanwhile tries to get close enough to cast protection from evil and good on Velen, because she thinks that maybe Velen is possessed by something. Her magic feels like a shot of good whiskey, which is very telling for Tess. Velen does see it as a hostile action and takes a swipe at her, but Tess manages to dodge Lycan's Bane and cast the spell, which for basically the rest of the battle gives Velen advantage on wisdom saving throws, which I feel like she has to make every time she uses the sword. This allows her to snap out of the despair and come back to herself. She had a lot of really powerful low story rolls and just was not able to snap out of it until then. And they have a brief conversation where Tess is tells her about the reclaiming what you cast away, burying in hallowed ground thing, and how it is. Tess is I don't know what that was. Their convo is cut short when Aridocus appears and chomps Tess for massive damage. Velen attempts cutting words, but it doesn't work. And it weirdly recoils as it bites Tess. I was never totally clear on why that was. And then it howls and does this AoE psychic damage and did a bunch of psychic damage to us and frightened a bunch of us. Claudia attacks it with her new cool sword that she fed a bunch of magical items to, and can now sword attack a hexed creature at range, which is cool as heck. And does a little bit of damage. We at that point learn that Cliff is great at punching, and he literally takes care of one of the hellhounds in one round, finishing it off with a whole bunch of spiders that skitter from his empty eye socket, and then picks up the dog to basically wield it as an improvised weapon, which is a fucking huge choice. Tess and Velen spend their turns healing the rest of the party in various ways. Tess gets absolutely wrecked by another bite, but Velen does succeed on her insight check and kind of suspects that Aridocus can't see. Claudia takes her form of dread very cleverly to make it so that she can't be afraid of anything, and sucks some his points away from a Hellpound with Vampiric Touch, which I don't think I knew that she could cast until that. This must be the new Warlock level. That's pretty cool. Cliff makes short work of the other Hellhound and then like crits one of them to death and then picks it up as his new weapon. And then Artie absolutely like slays a bunch of Hellhounds at once, first with a lightning bolt and then with the chain lightning. He basically like takes care of the whole rest of the field. And then scatters a bunch of dead mice around I think it was Velen to like try to deceive the snoot of Aridocus, because it was pretty clear because Velen had kind of like yelled out that maybe he can't see. Velen heals Tess and then blesses us so we can like pass our wisdom saves after Aridocus like howls again. Tess ends the fight by banishing Aridocus back to the Hells, but he does like fight at some point and gives Tess a headache, but she does pass her wisdom save to keep him kind of gone. And then then Velen no longer has to make wisdom saves, and the color kind of like returns to everything now that Aridocus is gone from the plane. Cliff calls Claudia Klaus, which is hilarious. And then she like immediately accuses him of setting up an ambush, and then Velen is like, no, this was my fault. Aridocus is named the Despair, and I don't want to think about why I know that. And then kind of like explains that, hey, this is the cursed sword that we threw away, and I guess that's not how you get rid of a curse. Tess passes that wisdom save and gets a headache. And then Cliff kind of like wonders, because he doesn't know the deal with Darlene, was like, how did that little girl survive out here? And the party is like, oh yeah, it's like that. She's fine. Which I'm sure felt really weird to Cliff. Claudia looked around and like found an altar to Valkeen that said those born under the moon will always find sanctuary here. Here is where the Sentinels of the Shine gather. So this must be a location that means something to the Sentinels of Shine. But we don't really find out a lot more information about this particular place. The party wonders about about the other giant hell dog that we did come across that seemed to be stalking Gideon, but also like went after Velen in particular. And we thought at the time that it was maybe her angel blood, but maybe it was this. Like, it's unclear if they're related, but it seems pretty coincidental. Artie suggested Aridocus is maybe like a scout for something. Artie then thinks about what he knows about curses with his insane investigation and history knowledge, and figures that the curse is now bound to Velen's soul because it's festered for a really long time. And suspects that she maybe won't want to give up the sword, still won't want to give up the sword in the way that she didn't before, but figures he needs to research the specific curse in order to find out how to break it. Cliff thanks us all for being there and coming after him, and Velen was like, you probably wouldn't have been in danger if not for us. It's like pretty clear that Velen's kind of in a really down mood that is kind of unlike her. She tries to pray, but there's still like a hot pressure on the back of her neck that's blocking her connection to Dawes. And Artie notices that there's like wisps of smoke coming up from Velen's neck, and there's a shallow like soul brand on the back of her neck that's in the shape of a perfect ellipse with a line through it. A fiendish soul brand is tracking her, is like allowing someone to attack her. And before Velen can like try to like stab the back of her neck, Artie cast Dispel Magic at like, I think 6th level or 5th level or something like that, and literally like lightning burns it off of her, which immediately restores her connection to Dawes, and Velen gets more emotional about that than we have ever seen her, and she hugs him so tight and literally is like, I love you, Artie, which I don't know if she's ever said stuff like that before, so that's pretty cool. And then Artie was like, through lightning,
no, I think that was the first one.
I'm pretty sure that was the first time, which matters a lot for Velen. Tess tells the punchline of the joke that she was trying to tell Velen before when things were weird, and then Velen tells us that like when that was happening, like we felt like it felt like we were really angry at her, and that's kind of what despair does. And she kind of makes this insight about how despair is kind of the opposite of ambition, and that seems like poetic in a really unchill way. Tess and I already have a little communication failure where Tess is like really gung-ho about getting rid of the sword, and Artie's like, don't tell her that. And Velen prays to Dawes and is really glad that she can hear him again, and Dawes confirms that there was a blockage like in their connection, and that likely this fiend dog is probably acting in concert with the greater fiend, which is also something that we found out about those kind of fiends earlier when we were dealing with the one that was coming after Gideon. But it's likely that like it's not the dog that can prevent communication with the divines. That's got to be a pretty powerful fiend. And so he recommends that we have basically three options. Either Velen can discover the contract like that we broke. It's clearly some sort of broken contract that like was made, and maybe Velen didn't even know that she was making it. But figure out what the contract was and try to make amends for it. Fulfill your side of the contract, or destroy the fiend trying to enforce the contract. Dawes suggests that we attempt communication with the Fiend without revealing our location if we can. Aasimar are apparently protected in some ways from Fiendish tracking, but like apparently the Soul Brand still happened. But fortunately, it helps. It helps that that thing was taken off of her like right away. Thank you, Artie. Creatures near Velen, because Velen had asked about this. Creatures near Velen shouldn't be affected by the Soul Brand necessarily, and also her home, like the perception of home that the fiends have, is not going to be the same. As much as Velen tried to get away from Dawes, she admits that she actually like it was really weird not having him around, and she really appreciates that, which is also kind of the first time we've heard her say that. So character growth for Velen. At that point, Ryan shows up and kind of like like we fill him in on a little bit of things. He also asks like if we got into his haze, and then we have a little like the conversation about like, yeah, none of us have ever done any drugs, but apparently Ryan is on drugs, so that's interesting to know. Tess asks about like if Cliff can do any magic, because it's clear that he can do a lot of cool punching, and that is when we meet Larry the spider while he lifts his eye patch and shows us that there is a magic burrowing spider that hangs out in his eye socket. That is a nature spirit that he lost his eye trying to save. I am also very curious whether Larry is spelled the typical Larry or Lairy, because it is a portmanteau of Larry and Harry. So that's interesting. Or of legs and Harry. It is also unclear if Artie talks, or if Larry talks, and Artie absolutely ran away and then kind of logics himself into running away to the bookshop after he is scared by Larry's sudden appearance. Rhiannon suggests that Velen could ask Nizik about fiendish contracts, and Velen laments that maybe that would make him less receptive to her romantic advances. Claudia goes back to finish her tattoo and also kind of like has a little conversation with Darlene, trying to get a 12-year-old to do anything that she wants, especially not going into the woods. It does not go well, and she calls the Hellhounds slow as mud, which is adorable and also terrifying for a 12-year-old to say. Claudia also mentions that like talking to her is making her rethink her future, and she's like, with who? And Claudia's like, none of your business, go away. So Artie also goes to the Parchment and Quill and learns that Corian and Dunerin have taken over the shop, and Nora has retired, which is cute. And he gets a book called On the Structure of Infernal Law, and also Infernal Court Contracts for Mortal Dummies, which is in disturbingly new condition, so maybe like planted there or something. Very suspicious. But he gets it, so we now have some books to help us with this problem. And Targon, when Tess and Velen arrive there, offers us rosemary bread made by Drinmere to give us like to help before we shatter his illusion of peace. And we also find out that River is working at the temple, so that's cool. Velen catches Targon up with what's going on and the festering curse, and Targon says that we really need to identify what the curse is and figure out what its source is. We figure that it's probably the sword, but we also figured that like Velen is not the person that can help us with this, because she is the one that is cursed. Velen is in the mood to blame herself for a lot of things, including feeling bad that the demon dog was coming after her, and Tess was like, hey, whoa, you sound like me, and then Velen kind of like laughs and maybe maybe gets snaps out of it like teeny little bit. And Tess like tries to amuse Velen by briefly turning into her and inserting like fake it till you make it sort of thing. And then Ted is like, okay, go talk to your boyfriend. And Velen is like, I don't have a boyfriend. I have a potential boyfriend who is being subjected to the horrors by being associated with me. Meanwhile, Targon has a private conversation with Tess, and we find out that probably the sword is the source of the curse. And likely, as long as Velen has the sword, there will be more attempts to reclaim whatever it is that they want, or harass her, or whatever it is that they're doing. He identifies the dog that we fought as a Dreadmaw, which is a thing that we have encountered before in the context of Gideon, but we are not sure like It's likely that maybe they have the same master because Dreadmaw never act on their own. They always have a pack master. Likely this is the person trying to enforce the contract. Unclear if it's a different master than the other Dreadmaw, but likely it might be the same. While the sword is on Velen's person, it's going to be a beacon that it will attract Dreadmaws. And the Dreadmaw, or maybe the Packmaster, told us about the casting, like the thing that we heard in our head. It is likely that we shouldn't trust that. Like burying it in hollow ground might not actually be the way to solve this problem. And if we can break the connection or remove the curse with significant energy, but because it's been festering for a bunch of months, it's going to require a ritualistic cast at probably 7th level, and will require a lot of resources, either 800 gold worth of diamond dust or 925 gold worth of banacite, and several casters at once to ritually remove the curse. And also we're going to have to hold Velen down. There is also now a potential to get that diamond dust or banacite because we've been away from town for 2 weeks, so that's good news. Hallowed ground will sever all connections to, not necessarily to the fiends can't go hunting after her in hallowed ground, and it won't, and like soul brands won't be like purged, but won't be able soul brands will be disrupted while she's inside the house at least. And it also might be smart for us to go on a supply run, maybe to crosshatch to like get the stuff that we need to do this. The first step basically is to identify the curse, and that's kind of where we're at with this new project of ours. We left off.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was pretty dang thorough. Okay, take your point of inspiration, and we're gonna pick up right then. Let me go ahead and bring up the town. So, if I recall, you have a whole lot of tattoos that you're trying to get on top of everything else.
That is correct.
It is getting a little later in the evening. What is it that... I'm sorry, let me start over. Is there a thing that anyone is pressing to do before this day moves on? Artie?
Just tattoo. No, sorry, I'm stretching. Just tattoos.
Yeah.
I went to my bookstore. I'm gonna start reading the books and stuff that I got too.
Okay.
But that doesn't have to be imperative at the moment.
Sure.
I have something I'm interested in doing, but it doesn't have to be today. And Claudia is getting tattooed first, so I'd rather get that done without any breaks.
Okay.
Velen is going to try to talk to Nazik. It does not have to be today either.
Her potential boyfriend.
Just gonna, if there's a waiting time, her mood might be a little different, but
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and handle that first then.
She's in her feelings. Okay. Might as well be fresh.
Yeah. So you go to talk to Nazik. As always, you enter the outsider's witness. Nazik is pleased to see you. You look a little worse for wear, considering you have been in town all day.
Yeah, we got into a fight there was a Dreadmaw after me. Specifically after me, it turns out.
Why does this always happen?
Mistakes were made. Is kind of the story of my life, honestly.
Okay.
I guess so. It turns out I need to figure out. Do you know of any way to find out the terms of an infernal contract that you may not realize that you have entered into?
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said.
Well,
I'm sorry, Nazik. You didn't ask for any of this.
it is life.
That is true.
From what I understand, one of the only ways to learn of an infernal contract is to get it from the fiend that signed it.
So I need to figure out who that is.
Yes. There is another way. If you learn who the fiend is, you can, assuming it is a devil, abuse
Pretty sure.
the pecking order. Devils are,
Hierarchical.
yes, very much so. And if you manage to make a deal or an arrangement with a devil of higher status than the one that you had the contract with, they can forcibly reveal the contract or even nullify it if they are able.
So would need to find out who is above their pay grade.
Yes.
Dawes recommended that I try to communicate with the contract holder, but without revealing where or who we are. Maybe open a negotiation. Obviously, if there's a way to bring in a third party with more leverage, that would also be an aid to negotiation.
That is not easy to do, but you may be able to do it using a proxy. When was the last time you went to Avernus?
Never, as far as I know.
Just dabbling in contracts on the side. I see.
Honestly, I don't know how it happened. We think that it has to do with a cursed sword that I may have gotten attached to me. No, that I did get attached to me. That I still have attached to me. I'm afraid we didn't actually remove the curse.
No.
So
I imagine not.
I'm telling you about this, but I'm trying very hard not to think about it too hard because I am pretty sure that I can't be rational about this.
Okay, well.
I really don't like not being. Nope, I don't want to think about that either. Never mind.
Okay. Well. Do not have a lot to go on.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have any friends that are devils or involved in fiendish contracts themselves? Do you happen to know any fiendish warlocks that might, be able to communicate with a patron for you?
I don't think so. The only one I know with a contract like that, I don't think is Infernal. I did think about whether I could use that legend lore spell that I was saving up for on the blade to see if it would link me to the contract, but I don't think that I can. Like I don't think that I can't even really think about putting the sword away. I just want it.
Mm-hmm. It is likely that such a curse would prevent you from understanding the nature of these things.
Yes. So it would be a total waste of the spell. I want to know. Well, wanting to know is also the story of my life, I guess. But there's got to be a way to figure out what devil this is.
There are always ways to find answers to the difficult questions.
You think I should go to the Hells? That seems like a terrible idea.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't. You definitely did not say that.
No, I don't want you to go to the Hells. That is not the
Okay.
thing I would say to anyone I cared about. What I think you might want to do is maybe look for answers at an Arcanium.
That's a good idea.
I happen to know the librarian of the Arcaniums is a devil. And
Oh.
he might be able to answer questions. If he's willing.
That's interesting. I don't think I knew that.
They call him the Archivist, for obvious reasons.
That's a
I
good
don't-
idea.
I don't know anymore. I've not had the conversation with him myself. But you hear things in my trade.
I appreciate it. It's a lead. And having a direction is worth a lot.
One might suspect the faster route to the solution of such a problem as this is a very powerful remove curse.
If I think that would take a lot of magic.
Yes. Yes, it would. More than I can do.
Me too.
I'm sorry you keep
Okay.
getting in these situations.
I'm sorry I keep dragging you in after me.
I am not going in.
No, but you know what I mean.
I am perfectly comfortable in my counter, with the outsider's witness, handling my problems a wooden tabletop away.
Okay, but I think you know what I meant. And I appreciate you. Thank you for the
You're-
advice.
You're welcome. Don't touch any more things without understanding them first.
Good point.
This isn't much of a defense. It was a while ago.
That makes it worse.
It does. It does make it a lot worse, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Was there anything
sorry.
else I can help you with?
I'll bother you later. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
Even-
Stay whole, please.
Thanks. I'll try. I'll see you later.
You know where to find me.
I'll be back probably to buy stuff.
Perhaps I
She
should
wasn't-
go on a vacation.
She blows him a kiss and runs out the door.
We got so many timelines. We can't go on vacation.
No, Nazik can.
Oh.
Maybe could go on a vacation.
Oh, he said I should. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Need to get away from these people.
He's got to sell my thing first.
Yeah, he's got that thing on him.
He gonna be able to afford a nice little vacay. Off the cut.
Maybe I'll go to the moon. Okay. So,
very restful moon vacation.
hey, Cyberpunk did it.
Which one?
There's only one moon.
There's only one moon. There's two suns.
Oh, we got
Two suns,
two
yeah.
suns. Gotcha.
Two
I
suns.
thought because of Luna and the other one.
Luminous.
There's
Moon
two.
is-
There's two gods of the moon, but there's only one.
Yeah,
moon.
you would think there would be two moons.
No.
No,
Luminous
just
is the
different
goddess
sides
of
of
the
the same
full
moon.
moon. Astros is the
Gotcha.
god of the new moon.
Luminos is mine.
Like Twilight. Luminos
Sure.
is no one's baby. How dare you?
Okay. No one can claim ownership of Luminos. All right. Is there anything anybody else is trying to accomplish today?
I don't know about an accomplishment, but Tess needs a goddamn drink.
That's an accomplishment.
That's fair. So you go to the Cedarkin Lodge to get yourself a drink?
Well, yeah. I was gonna
Or
give her a wisdom
Sneak
save
something
about
from
it.
under her mattress.
I was gonna give her a wisdom save. I don't think I'm gonna give her a wisdom save about it. I think I was gonna be like, well, maybe she'll be able to work. No, she's gonna go to the Cedarkin Lodge and get a goddamn drink.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and
Honestly,
at
I
this
think
time
Velen
of
may need
day.
a drink too.
What?
I was just
Sorry,
joking. I was
Sam.
just saying that Velen may need a drink too. But
Okay.
Artie's gonna be there reading Infernal Law for dummies, for mortal dummies, and then the structure of Infernal Law.
Okay.
amazing.
Let me put so. All right. Is Cliff at the Cedarkin Lodge?
He was hanging out by
Uh,
Durden.
uh,
Last I checked.
yeah,
Okay.
he was. I suppose as it's getting later, he's just gonna help Durden get the horses put away and everything.
Okay. The suns are getting low by the time Tess, you get to the Cedarkin Lodge. And when you get there, it is it's not Drenyer at the bar. It is Liam.
I like that guy.
Yeah, you know, he's a nice guy. Hold on a minute here. Goodness gracious. My foundry just had a heart attack.
Oh no.
I still hear goats. So
Yeah,
I'll
that's
get over
good.
here.
That's not the problem. Okay. Okay. Tess, as you arrive, you see, whoa, how many Arties are in
Arties.
here?
I don't know. So many Arties.
There.
So many artists.
Too many goddamn Arties.
You see Rynan is at the bar, like, he's not on a stool. He's got his little paws up on the counter. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Ryden.
And you see Liam is in the process of, like, he's shaking a tumbler. Oh, good evening, Tess. How can I help you?
We had a pretty bad fight, and I need some alcohol about it.
Something for taste or something for memory?
Oh, something for memory, please.
Well, buckle up. He pulls a large black bottle from under the counter as his other hand is still shaking the tumbler. And with some dexterity, he pops the top off the tumbler and pours Rynan's drink as he gets the other bottle uncorked with his other hand. Rynan takes his drink, and then you see Rynan turn and go back toward the couches where you see already has his head down in a book. You ran into some trouble. I imagine this is something to do with the rumors of hellish...
About the... Yep, that's correct. My head fucking hurts from banishing it.
Well, well done. That is no
Thanks.
small feat regardless.
It hit real hard. It hurt a lot.
Well, you're always welcome to put your feet up here. Recover.
Appreciate it.
I have a question, though.
What's that?
It's been a while since we last spoke, and the last we were talking, you told me tallow was in a little vial.
Yes, you were very amused by it.
I still am. I wanted to know how the host is doing.
Claudia seems to be choosing to deepen her relationship with Tallow.
Okay.
Is that how she's doing?
I'm more curious to see, do you see any signs of her withering? Any gauntness or
Only when she does this thing in battle sometimes where his shadow kind of appears behind her and she gets really gaunt.
It's not a constant.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Is that something to be watching out for? Could he just like eat her whole soul or something?
I don't know. I'm not the dead soul of a vampire bound to a vial that was once a Bloodwell vial, so yeah, this is a bar. I can only surmise based on what I know, of the lore behind such bloodbound artifacts, and the fact that, well, Mike Costello got himself stuck in one.
What do you think I mean, obviously, I keep trying to figure out what his goal is. Obviously, like, he's got one warlock patron, it's Claudia. He doesn't really have a choice about that. But, like, he clearly was very ambitious at one point. I imagine that that's still a facet of him. Like, what kind of plan could an ancient vampire like that make? Like, should we be worried that he's going to try to make some play or something?
What do you know about the souls of the dead? The living dead.
Well, the living dead, not much. I mean, probably not as much as Claudia.
Well, what do
I'm-
you
I'm-
know
I-
about kindred?
Mostly what Claudia has said, that they, can look like other people, that they have blush that they have to deal with, that they have very particular traits associated with the kind of vampire that, welcomes them into the fold. They're not supposed to eat each other.
No. That is the highest crime in kindred order.
But I feel like that's just the basics.
It is. The important detail, and one that you might want to know, the instant an individual becomes a kindred, that moment when they are no longer immortal and become immortal as a kindred, they are dead. They are a shell. Their soul is no longer alive. Their future...
Where does their soul go?
Nowhere. It stays there.
What, nowhere?
Correct. It stays bound to the body. That is the part of vampirism that allows the blush of life. The soul suffuses the body, giving it the impression that it is alive. That is why, for many kindred, it is difficult, but they can sustain themselves in the light of day for an hour or two. It is the soul, though dead, protecting them. Because that soul is dead, it is, well, it fragments over time. Eventually, it will disintegrate into whatever the souls were before they were bound to a conscious. I don't know what that is.
It'll just be gone?
Well, nothing is ever truly gone.
Isis can find everything. That's nothing against Helium. That's for a cleric of anyone other than Nyx. That's kind of creepy to me.
Pretty sure. It is undead, whether they like it or not. That being said, Nyx's gift is one that is sought after by many people because they don't truly understand the facts behind it. For the first few decades, it is all roses and sunshine. Well, no sunshine, you know what I mean. It is all a good time.
Roses and shadows.
You have immense power. You can enjoy pleasures beyond that of the mortal ken. Once you reach your first 100 years, things get a little different. Emotions run higher. Everything becomes more of an extreme. For a soul, such as Mike Costello, he doesn't have a body. It is just the dead soul bound to a vial. Which means that soul is no longer trying to sustain a body in daylight or with blood. Instead, that soul is literally just consuming the energy of souls provided to it.
So it's really powerful.
No, actually the opposite. Because it does not have a mortal form upon which it can express its power. There's nowhere for that energy to go aside from just for that dead soul to remain connected.
Is there a way it would try to take over Claudia, or try to get Claudia to, like, give him a body to take over?
Take over Claudia? Not possible. Because Talo did not consume Claudia's soul in the initial, they are intertwined. They are connected. It would require the complete destruction of Micah's Talo's soul to completely separate them now. At least as far as I know. I'm no arcanist, but I have some more education than perhaps the layman. What I do know, if Mr. Talo decides he would like a new body, it is a thing that could potentially
Nothing, I
happen.
just forgot I was going to send someone something.
What?
Huh?
What just happened? I'm going to assume Sleepy is communicating to somebody, not us.
I apologize, I thought I was muted.
If Mr. Talo would try to find a new body, or rather requests Claudia assist him in finding a new body, the process is much like a vampire attempting to have a child. It's difficult, to say the least, impossible in most cases. Requires true resurrection.
Whoa.
That's the thing with being dead. You can't do a lot of the things that you could do when you were alive.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If he doesn't have teeth, he can't bite.
Correct.
Well, that's some solace, I suppose.
If, as you say, Claudia does not appear to be wasting away in any way, Mike Costello is keeping his word. Which means, well, if he was going to break his word, it would have already happened.
Okay. He must find this deal more beneficial to him than not. Is out of character, is Claudia here right now?
No,
I
she's
see her
getting
token.
tattooed.
Yeah,
She's getting
she's-
tattooed.
but
Okay,
she's like
cool.
right outside because that's where Jordan's caravan is.
Perfect.
I'm gonna
Tess
put
is
myself
gonna lower
there.
her. Tess is gonna lean in and lower her voice a little bit and say, "Liam."
Wow, gossiping.
Yep. She's gonna say, "Liam, you know more than the average person, as you said, and you know more about vampires than the average person.
It comes with the experience.
Do you know of a vampire called Nephine?
It is an older name, pretty common in Eastern Aurelia. You're going to have to maybe... Do you know his surname?
Do we know this or I can't. I don't
It's
have it.
Edivane.
Edivane. That's Edivane.
Yeah, you would know that. You definitely.
Liam looks at you and he sets the black bottle down that he was like, he wasn't opening it yet. He was kind of like wringing the neck between his fingertips as he was talking. He sets it down. Yes, I know that name.
Oh, good. Claudia knows her name too, and we found out some stuff in the Feywild. I tried to send a sending to one of Claudia's parents, and that person responded through me instead.
Nephine Edivane.
Yes. And implied that she had Claudia's parents. Jamino says that that's not the case.
What would a Venatory councilwoman want with Claudia? Or Claudia's parents?
I don't know. I mean, she does have a history with vampires.
What can you tell me?
I don't know if these are my secrets to tell. Claudia's pretty tight-lipped about it, but it suffice to say that it's not a good history.
There is a truth that all of you must know if you have a kindred such as the Edavane family after you. There is a government for all kindred between the Venatori and the Times. The various families have their own baronies, and for the most part, they keep themselves to themselves. For a family as powerful as the Edavanes to be wandering, seeking a mortal, they are making moves and waves that the Accord of Nod would be curious to know of.
Interesting. So they're not supposed to be seeking out mortals like this?
For the most part, the activities of a kindred, particularly in regards to a mortal, especially that of one of the Venatori families, is left up to them. The Venatoris do not believe in secrecy. They believe the kindred are the true inheritors of Anth, and that all mortals are cattle to feed them. However, they are bound to their barony to do as they wish. If they are here, I need to know that. For this
As
is
far
my
as-
territory.
I appreciate that. As far as I know, they aren't here. This happened in the Feywild, which is presumably, a whole plane away. But if they are after Claudia, or even if they're tracking Claudia, I would love to have whatever firepower we can to stop them. And our house is hallowed for a reason.
A kindred of her strength would not be stopped by a hallow spell.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
It would be an obstacle.
But she shouldn't be. I mean, not that it will matter if it comes to it necessarily, but it's not allowed, is what you're saying.
I am saying if she does not announce herself to me when entering my barony, that is an act of war. And if there is one
Oh.
thing kindreds worry about more than any mortal being discovered, it is other kindred.
So this is your barony, huh?
Yes,
It's under your protection.
my family's. I believe you've met
Okay.
my wife.
I briefly, yeah.
Mhm.
It's. Is she powerful or something?
I'll let you ask her, if you wish.
Oh, that's cryptic. Okay.
You
And
expect
hot.
a straight answer from me?
I mean, you were giving me a lot of them until just now.
Well, we're getting personal.
I understand. They did have an emissary that was lurking around us. I don't know if this was before we were in Endsmeet. We were still on the road. Simon, his name.
I'm not familiar with a Simon, but you are certain it is an ally of the Edavanes?
Oh yes, he was certainly working with them.
Belen would like to Aragorn open the doors. Just
Fuck.
slam her way into the pub. Like, I need whiskey.
And join
Okay.
the clap.
Welcome. And you see he finally boink, pops the top off of this black bottle, pours you one, Tess, and then pours another one for Velen.
Velen will head up to the bar to interrupt, not just with her voice.
Hello.
Hi.
It is a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you. It's delightful to see you as well.
I
I
know.
need to be drunk.
Helping.
Perfect. Really is a terrible coping mechanism,
Drinking?
Yep. Tess.
and I'm
Tess takes her whole shot.
yeah. Velen toasts her and drinks.
At this stage, as the suns have set, Claudia, Cliff, the caravan is locking up for the night.
Oh, how far do they get?
6 hours in, so basically just the finishing
All right, my
touches have
back
to be
tat's
done.
almost done.
Yeah.
Oh, how does it look, Cliff? Shows off her whole back.
I mean, it's Stern's work. I
So it looks
think
great,
you'll
right?
find it satisfactory. I certainly like it.
Well, he did the whole wolf before, but it wasn't magic. So he's doing it over again, but with real
Well-
magic this time.
Well, if it's just a simple trace, yeah. I mean,
Trace. I mean, he's putting some artistry into it. It's the warrior grater. Do you know what that does?
yes, I have one.
Really?
Now
gonna
that
have to
they're
go.
not in the center of the town, he can lift his shirt and show you.
Can we be like
Wow.
walking into the bar as you like pull your shirt up?
Sure.
What does it look like? What
But
does it
then
look like?
he would not do it.
He's
No,
shy.
show me, show me, show me.
Flip is classy. Pull back.
Well, okay, maybe show me later. I was gonna go in, but then I realized there's something I want to do real quick before all of the shops close up. So maybe pop in there and see if the rest of the wild hearts are in there. Maybe you can mooch a drink off Artie.
Fair enough. He seems susceptible.
He is. He's very manipulatable.
And he'll do that.
Claudia's gonna skip off to the parchment quill.
He's very manipulatable. Skips away. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Tallow's working his magic on her.
What's
Psycho.
this booze like?
I'm a little psycho.
What?
What's this booze like?
It's whiskey. It has been ordered to cleanse the memory. So it is very
Clemery.
strong.
X a wallop. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a hint of octane. It is not aged for flavor. It's got a lot of horsepower.
Damn. Damn.
Hey, Dylan. Are you gonna get a tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I would like to too. But so you know, we should do that while the illustrator's in town because we can always make more money. But we are gonna have to pull some money together to remove your curse.
Yep.
I call dibs tomorrow. I got a big one.
Oh, on your tattoo, I was like, dibs on what? Dibs on money?
Yeah, that too.
You have a curse.
Okay.
I did not mean to eavesdrop, but you
Oh.
are right in front of me.
Baby, I'm so cursed.
Well. Why?
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
You're not a fucking idiot. Anyone could have picked up a sword.
Mm.
This is what you do on an adventure. There was a sword, you picked it up. You were trying to identify it, and it cursed you. You literally did what we asked you to do. It is not your fault.
Right, it is all of their fault. Blame them. Feel better.
Right?
Have another drink. He
I
pours
will do
some other-
that.
Good
Dylan
salesman.
will drink more. She takes the second shot and then she kind of slams the glass down.
Easy.
This is
Easy.
This is a terrible idea. This is such
What's
a
a
bad
terrible
idea.
idea? What, the alcohol? The alcohol's a great idea.
No. Do you want to make out about it?
Me?
Heavens. And I'm missing
Yeah.
this?
I mean, what about your
Artie
boyfriend?
kind of peers under his book real quick.
I don't. I mean,
Actually, I don't care
They're
about
not
Nazik. Yes,
dating
I want to
yet.
make out about it.
Yes.
it's just such a bad idea.
choices.
But like,
Too late.
I don't want to I don't want to hurt anybody. This is so stupid. But I really, really need to not be in my brain right now.
I'm with you.
If you're down,
Uh-huh.
okay.
You want to go back to the house? You want to stay here?
I don't really want to make
Hey,
out in the middle
here.
of the bar. Oh, Artie wants to watch. You want to watch, Artie?
Yeah, anything's better than reading about infernal law. This shit's boring.
I bet.
I don't even get to make anything. I just gotta fucking listen to their stupid rules.
God, it's really nice. It's really nice that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Tess, you want to give him a little show with me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus balls.
Well, Tess will take another shot of whiskey. Well, Tess will turn into Velen and be like, what kind of show?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Let's do this.
Yeah? Okay. Okay.
Valincest.
Yeah.
Velencest.
That's definitely the way to Velen's heart. Be Velen.
I actually don't think it is, but in terms of Velen making like a self-destructive decision, it seems very apropos.
I don't think it's the way to her heart, but I do think it is the way to kind of what she wants right now, which is not actually to her heart.
Serious distraction.
You don't have to justify your self-destructive behavior. I'm here for it.
Okay. No, yeah. Velen will go in for a little smooch on herself.
Tess is not here for a little smooch. She's here for an actual smooch.
She's here for a long smooch.
Yeah.
Velen is a little hesitant at first. She's not quite drunk enough for the bad idea voice in her head to have shut up yet, but she gets into it after.
It'll get there. It'll get there.
Yeah.
I think Tess starts out as Velen and then kind of melts back into like human looking Tess.
Sure.
After a bit. And I don't know if at some point they like break to actually go to the house,
Like,
or curl up
I
on
do think that Velen will want to get some privacy.
yeah, at some point, 100%.
But she'll fool around in the bar for a little bit. Sorry, Liam.
Liam's like, oh my god.
Sorry, are we sure sorry is the appropriate thing to say here? I don't know.
I have
Well, if
other
there's anything
customers if you don't
appropriate,
mind
you're
getting out of the
welcome.
way.
Yeah.
How does Cliff walks in? What?
Yeah.
So
Cliff is
Cliff,
grateful to have seen none of that.
well, to miss the Velenster baiting, you,
Oh my god.
Yes.
sure,
What a term.
there it is.
God, what have I done? That's the
Okay,
thing that happened.
so Tess and Velen are off at number 3 Walker Way, making out.
Yep.
Sure. Cliff, what are you doing?
He has just walked into the bar.
Okay.
Probably past them, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Okay.
their way out.
On their way out, you're good.
They
No.
don't want me to head inside.
Okay. So I'm gonna put them over here just so they can see the map, but they are not here.
Got it.
Okay. You enter the Cedarkind Lodge, where you see there is an older, black and salt and pepper gray haired human man at the tavern counter. Good evening. What's gonna get you?
Good evening. I'd love an ale if you've got it.
Oh, I have plenty. I don't think I have seen you around here before.
I'm just in today. Just got here.
Well, welcome to Endsmeet. And he pours you an ale.
Alright. And I didn't see Artie as on here. Oh, there he is. So I can't con him into a drink already.
You
I'm
see
getting
me
my own.
with my legs crossed in an armchair with like a little pipe in my mouth, a glass book, just looking very studious.
He's got like a nice house coat interior velour.
Yep.
You see next to him, the raccoon is like leaning over the
Yeah.
side of one of the couches. Has his own. It looks like a very fine mixed drink, like a margarita. As he,
Margaritas.
yeah, he would. As he's sipping it, he just kind of, oh hey.
Hello.
He's like,
And
what's up?
he'll
Ahoy!
pay for his
Ahoy.
drink and he'll head over.
All right, he's the pirate.
Yep. Yeah, don't get.
Still
don't
not a
get in your
pirate.
eye pouch.
We're gonna have to get used to it, my friend. Well, I guess you don't have to. You
So,
can be as stubborn the
yeah,
whole time.
Your
as you
whole
like.
group seems very close.
Our home? Yeah, it's like a block and a half away.
No, it's quite what I meant.
Home seems close.
Let's see. Earlier, that one woman told you she loved you, and I just saw those two kissing. So,
Oh yeah. You
It's a
start
big
kissing herself?
polyamorous pile.
To be fair, I think that's the first time they've done that. I haven't seen that before.
I doubt it.
They did look pretty good at it.
Yeah, they definitely have practiced. Nah, my heart's spoken for, and I pull out a picture of while I was still an artificer. I made an imprint of Katja. My heart is spoken for. What you see? I think you've seen the picture of Katja before, right?
I have. Man of good taste.
Yeah. This is my woman.
He just likes green women. He says,
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
the whole time Ryan is like poking at his cheeks, and he's like, oh, I wonder what it's like to have lips. Oh.
Oh, Ryan.
I can make you some.
Are you coming on to me right now? Aren't you spoken for?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'll
I
get
go.
by. Yeah, Cliff.
I said, should I go?
No,
Nah.
you go.
Pop a squat. And he like
Yeah.
pats the couch next to him.
Just doing this bullshit reading on stupid fucking infernal law and contracts and shit.
What do you know about devils, Cliff?
I can't say I've had the pleasure of meeting one.
You made an ambassador of one just earlier.
Right?
Well, actually, no. Cliff never even got to see it.
Oh, you were out of sight that whole time.
Cliff was just out of range of it the whole time.
Yeah, the whole map he couldn't see.
He rolled up and he was vanished.
And it got banished right before he got there.
So what would you say then? Ah, you've only met the ambassador of one before.
I didn't quite get to see it, but it sounded huge.
Oh, it was fucking.
And you
massive.
see like a grin like comes on his face.
So what's up? Do you like to hit things with other things like dead bodies? Is that your thing?
What?
If it's around, not exactly.
I saw him
but
beating a little hellhound with another dead hellhound.
if it's around, it can be used as a weapon.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Where are you from that they teach you to beat things with other dead things?
What? You never just grabbed the first thing that was near you?
No! What?
No?
Ryan turns and looks at you, Artie, like, what? You make all your shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah. But I made it. It's there for a purpose.
All
I don't
right.
just grab random shit.
I don't get in that many fights, to be honest. I haven't really had that problem where I had to grab a dead body.
Yeah, me neither. I got in a lot of fights too.
I could see that. You're pulling lightning out of your chest.
Oh yeah, that's new.
How do you come across a trick like that?
You just gotta be favored by the gods.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
And he's just gonna take a long trip.
You know, Margot's kind of had caught a liking for me.
He caught a lichen?
No, oh no,
Oh.
I know how that sounds. No, he likes me. I gave him some
You
broken
and the rest of
water
the-
that used to be used to be forbidden, like blow up things and eat magic.
What?
Oh, an antler?
You can't just say
I-
words and expect everyone to know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know. Antler was like something that was used by the gods back in the day, or people against the gods, and it's like it eats magic and then explodes.
I guess, what does that taste like?
I don't know, but you know, Ceres. I think there's a big explosion on Ceres from an antler.
I can't say I've been. Most of my travels have been northern.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got these spells in my spell book, and it's a teleportation circle. I wonder where they go. You gotta just try them one day.
One way to find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wanna go right now?
Yeah?
Let's do it. Take out my book. I put down Infernal. Nah, I'm kidding. I got
Cliff looks nervous.
It can literally take us pretty much anywhere in the world. I have no clue.
I'm kind of still on the job. I would very much like to get paid.
I'll pay you. Don't worry.
You're gonna pay to be your
I'm-
friend, Artie?
Yeah.
Gonna end up
Alright,
stranded
Well-
somewhere.
Okay, while he's preparing a potential makeshift teleportation circle, Claudia,
In
you had a
Overwatch.
thing you wanted to do.
Yeah. I want to go to the Parchment and Quill.
Okay. The Parchment and Quill. Run
Skip,
by
skip,
Dunnerin and Corian.
skip.
Yeah, you enter the Parchment and Quill. As you do, it's getting late, but the bookstore is still open.
That's good.
I thought so. Hold on a minute. Let me see here.
Hello.
Dunnerin, who is seated on a big overstuffed recliner, kind of stands up and says, "Oh, hey. Hey there, Claudia.
Hey.
How are you doing? What can we do for you? You looking for a book of some kind?"
Yes. The first part of this, why I'm here, is I was hoping for another book on improving my reading.
Oh, sure. We got a whole bunch new sets of starter books and, you know, the sort of primers that really get you comfortable with Common, and I think we also have Elven.
I don't know Elven. Oh, I do know Elven. Yeah, I'll take Elven too.
Okay. It's just going to be
Okay,
6
yeah, I know
gold for the
Elven.
two.
Great. And then maybe like a book about medicine. Like for animals.
Okay.
I want to be a vet, but I need to learn how to read first.
I see.
I thought I'd use the primers and then work my way up to the big book.
I think we're gonna need a couple more primers.
Okay, well, we'll start somewhere.
Sure. Let me see what I have. And from behind the counter,
She has
Corian.
really big ambitions.
Yeah,
for having a
Dunneran's
third
like
grade reading level.
Dunneran's like sifting through books, whereas Corian like looks over from the counter. She has her chin on her hands as she's leaning on her elbows, and she says, "So you want to be a veterinarian, huh?
Yeah.
That's a lofty goal, but a
I
worthy
think
one."
Endsmeet could use one, and I can talk to animals now, so I thought it might be easier.
Oh, sure. Right now, everyone just takes their animals to Old Knuckle.
Yeah, I mean, he's good with horses, and I'm sure he's good with other animals, but he has a different job, right?
Aye, he does. He, manages the carriage business and the post and, the logistics of the town and when the trades are coming through and keeps track of all the schedules of people and all. He is quite
I thought
a lot of hats, now that I think about it.
maybe I could, maybe when I someday get to stop running around so much, I could stick around here and maybe help.
That's worthy.
It's gonna take a while.
What's on the agenda next for your little posse?
Oh, this is sort of related, to your question, but it's also the second reason why I came here.
Okay.
I was hoping to ask you and Dunnerin some questions about the Feywild.
Dunnerin pulls out this large, what looks like it's almost like a textbook, that is dusty and has been up there for what looks like forever. And it says Nickel Knox Veterinary Starter Guide, Volume 1. It is a textbook that, like, it's 6 inches thick. Like, this thing is huge. And okay. Yeah, this doesn't look like light reading, but questions?
Yeah,
She'll take the proffered medical book.
and just as she holds it, she'll say, "I can't wait to cry reading you." Yeah, I wanted to learn more about living in the Feywild, or what your lives were like there, I guess, because I never asked before.
Oh. Dunnerin kind of glances over at Corian. Why do you want to know?
You were both born there, right?
They both nod.
So apparently I was too.
They both look surprised.
Yeah, that was how I felt about it. And I was trying to figure out maybe where I came from. Not that I mean, the Feywild's big. Not that we grew up in the same town or anything. Did you guys grow up in a town?
Kind of.
Are you
well,
from the same place?
they look at each other, and Dunnerin says, "We're twins."
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know
Did
that we're
anyone
not
else know that?
we're not identical. Just
Your names are kind of similar.
yeah. Mama had a sense of humor, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, now that I'm looking at your character art, you do look a little similar.
Great. Well, no one's ever said that to us before. We were born, well, we're from a little village that was named Silvermaw.
Silver Maw. That's kind of ironic.
They both look at each other, and then, oh, I guess it is. I haven't really thought about it that way before.
That'd be like poison mouth for a person.
I get it. Yeah, you're right. I see the joke. Most of our childhood was spent traveling. I know people around here call what happened with Vera and Rainer, they call that the Lycan War.
Mm-hmm.
And it's done here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done in the Feywild. Still happening. Has been happening for hundreds of years. Have you ever heard of the Moonlit Accord?
Has she? I sincerely doubt it, but
Roll
Claudia
a-
didn't know Anth was round.
I mean, I feel like we talked about
recently.
it on camera, but it was a couple of years ago.
Cord.
Roll a
Yeah,
history.
baby.
Excuse me. Yes, history about the Moonlit Accord.
9.
No.
No.
All right. Here's some more
Moon makes sense.
lore drop for you guys. Once united under the Court of the Howl, the lycanthropic forces within the Feywild held dominion over various twilight glades and entire stretches of wilds and plains and villages and towns, all underneath perpetual moonlight. The Moonlit Accord was, and still is, what they call this realm of the Feywild that is basically a constant battleground between the Moonclaw host and the Sentinels of Shine.
Oh, I know the second ones.
The Moonclaw host is just what they call them in the Feywild. It's the Moon Clan.
Instead of the Calling. Which was what it was called here.
Well-
the Moonies. Oh, it's been a minute, sorry.
It's fine. Rainer liked to call his little thing the Culling because his last name was Rainer Culling.
That's very appropriate, yeah.
And they were followers of the Moon Clan's ideals and beliefs that lycanthropy is a thing that should be celebrated and is a source of power.
Mhm.
But the thing is, when everyone is vying to become lycanthropes or to take people who don't want to be lycanthropes and turn them into them for the sake of changing their minds and twisting their personalities,
That's a problem.
you ruin families. You destroy people's lives that way. And that's the problem with, the Moonclaw host. So, the Sentinels of Shine are, well, you know about them. They're quieter. They try and coexist, and they respect the curse as a danger.
That's most of the people here.
Well, Endsmeet is a Shine town.
Exactly.
There are Moon Clan towns out there.
On the prime material plane?
Aye.
Oh.
Not nearby. At least I don't think so.
I'm sure there's more of them in the Feywild.
Oh, yeah.
Which one were you from?
Silvermaw.
Which one's that one? Which side is it?
It was
under?
a Moon Clan town.
Oh.
The thought was, if we could get everyone to respect us, they would see lycanthropy as a blessing, and people would come asking for it. To gain power and to solve, other problems in their life.
Well, we saw how that worked out.
Well,
At least on this side.
he wouldn't be the first.
That's true.
The old hunt twists everyone eventually. Unless it's in their blood.
So, you said you moved around?
They both nod.
Is that normal? Do
Oh,
most Viking
sure.
families do that?
A lot do. My family, our family we were nomads along with a whole other pack of traveling families. It was a lot safer to keep moving especially when skirmishes would break out between, well, the Moonlit Accord. They would try and fight over a piece of territory, take it over for one side, and, kill those of the other kind.
Did different kinds of lichens group together, or was it kind of mixed?
Were-tigers didn't really get along with anyone.
So they would not even each other?
They would get along with other were-tigers.
Oh, okay.
Just,
You guys are jackals, aren't you?
they both nod.
But you might have wolves or bears,
Sure.
boars.
Even rats.
It's unfortunate. I guess I shouldn't laugh.
Some say werewolves are the worst kind.
She kind of droops a little bit. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Too aggressive.
Droops further. Shot in the dark. You didn't have anybody in your what how long has it been since you were part of your group in the Fae?
Oh, 4 years. Something like that.
And how old are you? I don't think I ever asked.
We're 22.
Slightly older than me. You didn't have anybody in your group named Revna or Einar, did you? That'd be convenient.
They shake their head.
No? Alright. Yeah, I figured it's a big place.
It
I
is
was
a big
just
place.
wondering.
The Moonlit Accord is thousands of square miles. It's vast stretches of the Feywild, all of it always under the moon. So, and there's not to say that they don't go to other places.
True. If I decided to go to the Moonlit Accord for whatever reason, how would I best be able to do that without ending up in the middle between Shine and Moon Claw?
Well, if you don't pick a side, the Moonclaw will think you're an enemy.
Mhm.
And if you don't pick a side, the Shine will think that you're refugee. So, if I were you, I'd pick the sides of the Shine, because the Moonclaw will attack you anyway. And then the Shine will help you if they can. You're gonna have to find some shine stones. You wear them as earrings.
Oh. Has Claudia seen any lichens in the Endsmeet with those?
No.
Is that just a Feywild thing?
It's where it matters.
I guess. But here it doesn't really, because everybody kind of knows everybody's a Shine.
There's like 30 people in the town proper, so
Yeah, but most of them are lichens.
yeah,
Or a big chunk of them.
but we're all aware of who's who.
True. Okay, so earrings. Other than that, is there an easy way to identify someone from the Moon Clan?
If
Color or symbol? They're killing you.
So, well, the Moonclaw's symbol is a crescent that's dripping silver and red, like in a ribbon. And the Shine's symbol is a full moon bound in ivy. So,
Okay, that makes it easy.
there are those who are trying to keep it hidden. So,
Because it's safer.
yeah, so you're going to have to use your best judgment if you're there. Also, it's the Feywild, so things get weird.
Yeah, we were there recently.
Don't let yourself feel too strong an emotion while you're there, or it'll warp
Yeah.
the land around
Yeah,
you.
we saw that happen to one of our own when he was really distraught.
It can be bad.
Mhm.
So,
Well-
I need 31 gold for those books.
Right.
That's 6 for the primers and 25 for the manual.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
They wave goodbye to you.
Can't believe they're related. I thought they were dating. She thinks to herself as she leaves.
You thought Dunnerin
She's gonna-
and Corian were
I don't
dating.
know. She's gonna go back to walk her way to walk in on Tess and Velen.
Okay.
Gonna kick open the door.
Everybody
I got some
sitting in
books.
front of
Oh
the
my
door.
god.
They're
You're
just
muted,
on the
so.
living room floor.
I think they're making out on the couch.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Claudia.
seems about right.
yeah.
Actually, I don't think Claudia would say anything. I think she would just try to stealth her way up to her loft.
Roll stealth.
Yeah, I think there's
You
gonna be
kick
some-
open the door and stealth.
And then freeze.
Skyrim
Creep away.
crouch.
16 is what I rolled for stealth. Yeah, Skyrim crouch, the eye closes.
Tess has a passive perception of 25.
Okay, well, Tess definitely knows
my
Claudia was there.
my passive perception also beats that.
Yeah, so you both know. She was like, hey, okay. Creep.
Hey, kiddo. You all right?
You don't need to acknowledge me, as you were. She climbs the ladder.
Okay.
As you were.
Shit, I made that even worse, didn't I? Did I make that worse?
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, but we don't have to
It
think
was
about it.
so
We don't
much
have to
worse.
think about it.
No,
Come here, we don't
no,
think
we
about
don't. We don't need to think about shit.
As you're climbing, Claudia, you hear in your mind, I didn't expect that one to be on top.
I didn't either. She gives big bottom energy. It's up to you guys who we're talking about.
Neither of them give big bottom energy, dude.
They're just the problem is if you're both switches, you're just like and eventually you're
It's
generating
like-
your own electricity.
Yeah, it's like the cat with the jellied toast on its back. Always
You
spinning.
put the butter side toast on the cat's back and then try to drop it, and then it just revolves into infinitely generating power because neither can land.
Okay.
Anyway, makeouts are
Yep.
happening. Tess will literally like curl up and fall asleep on the couch. Like Tess likes to cuddle, but also that doesn't have to happen. It's up to Velen.
It's up to Velen's
Um,
conscience.
I don't.
Hmm.
Oh.
Let me think,
How
sorry.
awkward do we want to
Sure.
make it in the morning?
I think she'll probably initially cuddle for a little while, and then she'll kind of slither out in the middle of the night and sneak off like
Cool,
a coward.
great. I anticipated
Yeah.
this. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
Yep.
Is Tess emotionally ready for this?
Nope.
I mean, yeah.
What a good story choice. Thank you for this, so.
I can hear Emily being like, "Oh, this is gonna crush her. Do it."
I have... Okay, so I have an important question, but not for you guys. It is for Artie.
And he got up.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Are you casting teleportation circle?
No.
Okay.
That is an
I
important
didn't have-
question.
I'm not drunk enough yet. I'm actually like boring myself to sleep with this fucking infernal law contract bullshit.
So roll me an investigation.
26.
Okay, hold on.
I would actually get advantage because of my classes since I'm within 1 foot of it.
Okay, roll again.
Yeah, 26. Still 26.
Okay. So, like the way the book is broken down is like preface, welcome, curious mortal. A note from the notary. Safety disclaimers, none legally required.
So we're not putting it.
Not legally required. It's
Chapter
so
1,
funny.
Understanding Infernal Law. The 9 circles, who's in charge,
Ugh.
where? Hierarchies of hell, devils, dukes, and
That's actually
draftsmen.
really useful because Velen was thinking about skirting whoever she owes by going to their boss, which works every time. Highly recommend.
The difference between oaths, pacts, contracts, and curses. Why a promise always matters, even when you forget. Chapter 2, The Art of the Deal.
Oh no, that would be in hell.
Oh no.
Infernal versus celestial terminology. Clauses, subclauses, and the threefold bind. Common contract structures with diagrams. Binding without souls. A primer on favors, memories, and names. Sample template. My first pact. Chapter 3, Representing Yourself in Hell. What to wear to a tribunal. Definitions of consent across layers. The implied ink rule. Why silence means yes. What counts as a loophole,
Oh my god.
and why devils
I
don't
love
care.
this. This is amazing.
Counts as a
This is
loophole?
I would
absolutely
read the shit out of this book in real life.
fucking amazing.
Start
Amazing.
writing it, Echo.
Chapter 4, Penalties, Defaults, and Breach. What happens when you break your deal? Who collects and when? Delay clauses,
That's a good one.
escalation ladders, and soul hold interest. Punishments
Soul
from mild to apocalyptic. Annotated case study. Azariel versus the hero of Velthra. Chapter 5, Recognizing Trickery. How to identify devilish euphemisms. Wordcraft traps. Yeah. Wordcraft traps and wish clause inversion. The no outs clause and how to miss it completely. List of common infernal titles and their real meaning. Popular disguises. Watch out for goats, lawyers, or charming bartenders.
I look over at Liam. One of my
Liam!
Chapter 6, Famous Contracts and Their Lessons. The Fall of Silas Greentongue. The Eternal Oath of King Belarius. The 3 Mirror Pact of Tazik the Lucky. Spoiler, he wasn't. The Whispering Ink Treaty of Delkaroth. Chapter 7, How to Avoid a Contract. You probably can't. Technicality loopholes that only worked once. Divine intervention, not a reliable option. Soul substitution and proxy pain clauses. The price of an honest lawyer in Dis. Why even tearing up the book won't help. Chapter 8 and the final chapter, Drink, Ink, and Inkblot tests. Why all infernal contracts are drink resistant. Glossary of magical inks and their side effects. Identification of cursed versus curious documents. When your handwriting binds your soul. Appendix A, Demonic Law, not recommended. Why demons don't do contracts. The stab first, offer terms later approach. The Treaty of Spite and how it went so wrong. Now, because you rolled such a high investigation, you see Appendix B, hidden fine print. Definitely ignore this. Written in nearly invisible infernal script. This section outlaws the reader's clause, binding any soul who reads the book in full to acknowledge notary Raktiel as their legal representative in matters of infernal arbitration. This
Don't
includes
finish the book.
This includes minor bureaucratic rights such as identity echoing, name slot duplication, and emergency harvest consent.
Excuse me?
And the bonus feature is a tear out page. Make your own pact worksheet. You write you write your name in blood, ash, or legally binding metaphor, and turning the page automatically triggers submission to the archive of the 9th Ring of Hell.
This is like
This is
those.
so evil.
This is like those 800 number lawyers that you see on TV where they're like,
Absolutely.
You now owe me money for consultation.
So because you like saw the Appendix B hidden fine print clause already,
Yeah.
you can choose to complete the book, which signs a contract, or you can like not. It's up to you.
Stop right before. Yeah. I'm gonna
Choose
stop
a
right before-
chapter that you don't want to read and read
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop like right before the end of it. Artie's gonna get through majority of the book. He doesn't enjoy it. He likes reading things that are very much more dry and
I
technical.
worked hard on this stupid
and,
thing.
But
uh,
it's so
no,
funny.
I
It's
personally love
fucking
it.
amazing. It is
Artie
amazing.
finds it boring reading because it's all just like loopholes and legalities and just the rules of it, and it's not actually how to make something or how things
It's not
work
mechanical
together.
enough.
Yeah, it's not mechanical enough. But I would say he would spend a good majority of the night, and he's a very smart person when he reads something. Like he has pretty photographic memory. He gets a good chunk of it down pat.
Okay.
To where he can like be a public defender for somebody in an infernal court at the moment, or at least he thinks he can be.
Oh my god, Artie the lawyer.
Yeah.
Horrific.
You
idea.
now know innately that you can, when you finish the book, you know the phrase.
Almost finished the book.
Yeah, you know the phrase. I'm in hell, Raktiel will summon the, the Saulisk Raktiel to act as your legal representative in matters of infernal arbitration.
That's fucking amazing.
Honestly,
love
you should
that.
probably get
That's
them
awesome.
because a Salus could help you figure out who your contract is with.
Yeah, but that would involve. Can I do that without binding my soul to this person?
Yeah, just saying that isn't signing the paper.
So you
Do
didn't
we know
sign
that?
the contract by finishing the book.
So you just know how to call
You
him
just know how to
for
summon
consultation.
Okay.
Suddenly, I think I
I'm in
should
hell,
probably,
Raktiel.
like it's like Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Better
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna sit on that. I'm gonna wait for the group kind of to be here, maybe tomorrow or something. I'll find a good point to bust that out. But yeah, I'll enjoy it. I'll finally
It's
put it down. and be like,
hilarious.
finally, I can get rid of this shit. And I'm gonna pull out to kind of to wind down for that. I'm gonna pull out my other book just to end the night. We don't have to go through anything on it, but honest doodles and contraptions, and be like, okay, here we go. And I'll just like read through. It's like my pleasure read.
While you're reading that, like, Ryan is on the couch, like, next to you, looking over, and he just kind of shakes his head and he says, "How did you ever get a big green lady? I don't get it. What's...
You just gotta be yourself, bro. That's what I was taught.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And I made her a gun at it that shoots liquor. And we shot each other with liquor all night. And then she beat me up a little bit.
I don't want any more.
And
I don't want to
she
know
said I have
anymore.
Moxie. I
No.
got Moxie,
Okay, stop.
One day you'll learn.
I don't want that lesson. Anyway. We're going to go ahead if there's nothing anybody else is trying to do tonight. Thank you, Selkie, I'm sure. We're going to go ahead and proceed on to the next day, which, as we're completing a long rest, first, Velen, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Is it because of her self-sabotage, or is it because of her curse? Or is it both? Oh,
Well,
that's
it
a
doesn't
terrible
matter.
roll.
I failed it.
Let's see how that rolls.
I'm gonna get to click this button.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh no.
Shit is about to happen, I think.
The consequences of Ellen's actions.
With a 6. Okay. You all hit the long rest button.
Hey.
Do I hit the long rest button?
You all hit the long rest button.
Okay.
All.
Claudia, first thing, breakfast, skips it, straight to the tattoo place to finish her tattoos.
How much longer do you have left?
2 hours on the big one and whatever it'll take for the arm piece. Sorry, I asked
You're
first.
hogging.
You're a hog.
It's fucked up.
Okay.
Claudia will read her primer while she's getting her tattoos finished.
Yeah, you can totally do that. It's just helping you, like, get some of the slightly more complicated phonetics and phonemes of common.
She's
and
trying to,
how
like, parallel read with this big, thick medical book. So it's a nightmare.
Oh my god. Okay, so you have the manual of veterinarianism.
She can
open.
barely spell veterinarianism.
Yeah, it's not, like, this text is, like, copperplate, just... It's like, it looks like it weighs a ton to read. And as you're trying to read it, it's...
There's no pain for her tattoo, unless she has a really bad constitution saving throw. It's all pain in her head and heart from trying to read.
As you're trying to read it, Durden, like, from behind you, says... You might want to try starting a little softer, don't you think?
I have a book. I have a kid's book with me, but I need to learn how to do medicine if I want to be a vet.
I see. This is important to you, then?
Yeah. Maybe I should have picked a tattoo for smarts.
Oh, no, you got a good head on your shoulders. You just weren't ever taught.
True.
As Durden is, like, working, like, the needle and, like...
Ow.
And scribing. Yeah, I need you to make a con save for me.
25. Ow who?
Well... I mean... We could always go down to the Civic College in Rakau.
I don't have time for that. We have so much stuff to do.
Do you have time to be a veterinarian?
That's after all the stuff is over.
Mm-hmm. Why not do this educating after all this stuff is over, as you said?
I will. I'm just, while I'm doing stuff like getting tattoos, I'll read books.
All right. You do what you gotta do, lass.
Thanks, Durden.
With a 25, yeah, it doesn't even... You're fine. It feels like a deep tissue massage.
Yeah, the good hurt.
Oh, love that.
The first 2 hours of it go by quickly.
Which means the back tat's done?
The back tat is done.
8-hour tat. Yes, I got plus 13 to damage on my hits.
Nice.
That's- That is what that tattoo do.
Tattoo do.
Okay, so as you're starting this small tattoo, where is that one, and what is it?
It's full left bicep, and it is a sick-ass panther, but it is a displacer beast with no eyes. And a little bell collar.
Okay.
And that is her expertise in perception for her nose.
Okay. Sounds good. That's what you're working on. All right. Durden gets to work on that. Let me roll for him.
Hooray.
Okay. All right. It is the morning in Endsmeet. And what is everybody else doing? Tess, you awaken, and there is no Velen.
Tess. Are there other people around?
I mean, it's it's a typical morning at number 3 Walker Way. I imagine you probably hear Artie, like, preparing for the day in his little root cellar.
Yep.
You definitely were woken to Claudia, like, zooming out the front door.
Zooming out the door. Yeah, zooming out the door.
With a
I
piece
think-
of toast in her mouth.
Yeah, Tess is going to feel a great weight in her stomach and is gonna, as usual, I think she wakes up probably in her regular form, her changeling form, which is what she has been wearing for not wearing, I guess I should say. And she's going to immediately change back into regular Tess, like into like human looking Tess form as like a defense mechanism. And is otherwise going to not say shit about anything. And is going to get up and go to her room and pretend everything is normal. And I was gonna do this before we kind of moved on to the day, and I got distracted by the book. May I do a divine intervention roll for today and for yesterday? Because you would have done the same thing. It's okay if you only get one day. That's
You did divine intervention or attempt yesterday morning. I have it written down
Did
in the
I?
previous session.
Oh, then I forgot. Then I did it already. She will divine intervention again.
What are you hoping for?
She did not read the book about infernal contracts. She's going to try to call on, instead of calling on her own help for her dad, she's going to call on
Oh no.
Jamino to help her figure out how to break the curse on Melon. Like,
Okay.
for a start, kind of in the same way. Like, I imagine that it's not something that, like, Jamino is not going to just, like, show up and break the curse, but maybe she can give a lead that they otherwise would not have, which is
Jamino will
basically
show up with a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, she is essentially. It's remarkable how much they are in kind of very similar situations where she has no idea where to start with her dad either, and is also maybe looking for maybe a fiend question mark something that's probably far away and doesn't really have a sense. And she's been trying to solve her own problem this whole time. This is the first time she's used it for
Okay.
someone else instead. Come on. Nope.
78.
78.
Okay.
Sorry.
Worth a shot.
Velen has slunk out to the garden, the little Jamino garden outside. And she's sitting crisscross applesauce in the grass. Dissociating. Just like sitting.
Interestingly, I think Tess is gonna like leave her room after she does her divine intervention roll and kind of just like hang out underneath the attic and be looking at the little ambition ladder that Belle made, but otherwise not be going outside and also dissociating, not doing anything.
I think if we have time, Velen would like to make a small prayer to Jamino.
Okay.
It's not her usual flavor.
No,
But,
that's new. All right. What is the prayer to Jamino?
She's going to pull out her panpipes and just play a little to sort of get herself into the zone, so to speak. And then she is going to pray Jamino, Master of Change, Mistress of Change. I need to be other than who I've been. And I don't know how to learn from my own mistakes. Can you help me?
Roll me a charisma plus proficiency check.
Dawes is like, the audacity.
Nah, he's fine.
20.
It's actually kind of a shitty roll, but 20 will do.
It's a 20. As you send this prayer to Jimino, it feels as though you're not knelt or standing on a snowy garden. Grass softly just kind of like whips at your knees, as if where you are is not actually where you are. The wind that was originally a frosty chill coming from the north has settled into an almost warm spring breeze. And you hear learning from our mistakes is never easy. Strength does not come from rigidity, but from the ability to transform and emerge stronger from our challenges. Every obstacle that you face, they are yours to hurdle. Help I can provide is just perspective.
Makes sense.
What matters the most is that you look at your issues through other people's eyes. If you can understand what you're seeing from someone else's perspective, even your enemies, if you understand their whys, it becomes easier to understand their hows.
Thank you. I just really wish I were less shitty about it.
Honesty with yourself is going to matter far more than honesty with anyone else.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, fix it.
Fix it. Yeah.
Accept yourself. You're the only one preventing you from doing so. And
Yeah.
the moment ends as you feel the cool winter air.
God, you can't. Stop putting your foot on the
Return.
camera. Sorry. Velena is going to write her name in the snow with her finger. Velen was here. And then she's going to go back inside.
Do you spell was W-U-Z?
No.
Okay.
Claudia would. She can't spell.
Yeah, I was gonna say not ironic.
Not on purpose.
Was.
Nailed it.
Okay. Cliff. Your night was likely spent in Durden's caravan. After the caravan got itself settled in for the evening, and you kind of took up where you'd regularly been sleeping, which is on, like, a cot in one of the wagons. Not super comfortable, but it does the job. When you are like getting ready, Durden would kind of pull you aside. I've been through this town a couple times before. Every time it always seems as though there's something about to happen that's truly a trial, or something that has just happened that was dangerous and brutal. This time, it happened while I was here. Cliff? And Sleepy, are you here?
Is he muted?
I think he might be muted.
Wife.
What?
I'm tucking my wife in.
Oh, he's tucking his wife in. The timing is unfortunate. Okay, we'll get back to you in a moment. Artie.
Artie's all hyped up. He comes up the stairs. What up, bitches? I'm getting tatted today. Oh, and I'm basically like an infernal lawyer too, so that's pretty cool.
Oh God.
So we can figure that out. I'm assuming I'm talking to like Tess and I guess Velen maybe walking in.
Yeah, Velen comes in. Oh, you're a lawyer now.
Yeah. I got this
Cool.
shit.
That was fast.
Cool.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. I almost signed a infernal contract, but can't get me.
But you didn't, because you're a lawyer, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. Always read the fine print.
Hell yeah. Seems like a good rule of thumb for an infernal contract.
Yeah.
Assuming there
Definitely.
is fine print.
Highly
Did you find
recommend.
anything out about the sword situation?
So much stuff. So much. Where do I start? Holy shit. Okay. So I got a little connection I could probably call. He's the guy who almost tricked me into the contract.
So you know he's good.
So we can call on him. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm in hell, Rocktail.
Without consulting anyone.
Oh my
I
God.
love it.
Great,
Amazing.
love it. Amazing.
I'm in hell, Rocktiel.
Okay. As he says that, we're going to go ahead and pause real quick for a 5-minute
We're
break.
gonna.
As we come back, right as Artie says, I'm in hell, Ractiel, we're going to jump over for a moment to Durden and Cliff. Now that the
Claudia
player-
isn't even there.
Not yet. Oh, I know, Claudia, you are not at the...
Am I with the party or am I getting tatted? What's the timeline here?
I'm going to say this is right before you ran out, just for the sake of the party
Okay.
being together.
Okay. Got it.
So that you can be involved.
Be involved, yeah.
Cliff, when you're waking, as the caravan is like unpacking for the morning, Durden goes to you and he says, "Would you mind stopping by the Wildhurst police?" And he points at their house. "Just to, make sure that we're on schedule for the rest of their inks that they've purchased."
Sure thing. Anyone in particular?
Aye, we're in the middle of the Claudia's, or to the
Chloe,
moment.
Klaus.
You know,
you're
the
almost
one-eyed, one-legged woman.
done. Yeah, you said you're almost done with that one. Did you want me
Right.
to get the next one as well?
Aye, if they're available.
All right. I will be back. And he'll head over to, I think, number 3 Walker Way?
Number 3
You're
Walker
on your way to some nonsense.
And he will...
Not,
I-
I'm going to stop you here. As you're approaching number 3 Walker Way, right as you reach, like, the border of the house, there is a poof of smoke right next to you.
You can't come in.
And you see this, it looks like a devil, but he's wearing like a fine suit and tie. And he has a big toothy grin as he appears. Ah! Well, this doesn't seem quite right. I'm outside.
As am I.
Who are you?
Ah!
You're not in trouble legally.
No, why would I be?
Well, someone around here said my calling phrase. And this is what he looks like.
Oh my god. It's just a little guy.
Oh, I love him so much.
Oh my god, what a fuck.
Amazing.
He looks like a regular
Amazing.
lawyer.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, sure. That's totally what regular lawyers look like.
Didn't call you, so I think we're headed to the same place.
Well, you might be. I'm seeing the problem. This is hallowed ground. Could you maybe ask them to invite me in? Therefore, I can actually provide the legal counsel that they have tried to acquire me for in the first place. I know these things.
Do you know to who you want me to call?
I don't.
He knocks on the door. There's a devil outside.
I'm just gonna ask them. And I walk up to the door.
I like your style.
Very confused Cliff is gonna knock on the door. Oh god.
And Artie's gonna be like, "That's my guy I ordered." And I'm gonna go to the door and open it.
Uber Eats a devil.
You see Cliff
It's a
outside the door.
pirate.
You're an infernal lawyer?
Pretty sure he's not a devil. Pretty
So
sure we
I'm
would have noticed
guessing
that.
He's here for you.
You see behind
Where is he?
him
Behind
on the
me.
street, there's like... He's just waving aggressively.
What's up, buddy? Come on in.
Those are the words I was looking for. On my way. And he just, like, strolls up onto the hallowed ground. Where, like, anybody looking too close sees he just, like, cringes a little as he steps over the edge of the hallow and then walks right up. Your big friend here, who was kind enough to alert me that, you know, this is the place that I'm looking for.
Oh, completely forgot we're on hallowed ground. My bad.
Oh, no worries, no worries. It's all in the subcontract. I'm Ractiel. I'm happy to work with you. You require legal counsel?
Yeah, by the way, nice touch on Article B. I almost didn't see it.
Oh, we got a tricky one. I like your style,
Ah, you
mister.
almost got me.
You know how it is. You know how
I
it is.
get it. Yeah, I read most of it.
Player's gonna play.
Is
Oh,
Claudia here?
What? Oh, yeah. she's
Yeah.
over there.
Hi.
Do you
Durden
need any
wants
I think she was
to
just-
meet your
I think she was just making some toast.
So, I feel like this devil thing might be. I think I'm gonna have to deal with this first, but then I'll be over.
I love
Yeah,
making a
to
deal.
finish up.
By all means,
That's fair. I kind of
let's deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Come
kinda
on in.
rude
We
to
already
say in
have a
front-
devil here. Why not?
That's kind of rude to say in front of our guest, Claudia, but okay.
No, I'm a devil.
I'm not
It's
dealing
fine.
with him. Yeah, I guess you're right. So my friend over there, Velen, like 6 months ago, touched a cursed sword, and eventually I threw it off a cliff. But I think it festered, and now we have like hellhounds,
Velen.
giant hellhounds after us, and we need to figure out a way to either break it or go to a higher up.
Well, first things first. Velen, I'm Eldrick Ractiel, Salic Extraordinaire, 3rd level of hell. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, third level's impressive.
Charmed, I'm sure. I think primarily what we were hoping to figure out is whomst is the contract holder
As you
that we-
don't like shake his hand, he just like slides it back over his like hair.
Oh, I'm sorry, I totally missed the handshake offer. I don't think that Velen would actually be that rude. Even
I
to
get it.
Devil.
It's fine. All right. Cursed sword, infernal contract, binding without you knowing about it. It's a very common catch-22. They try and get you any way they can. In that case, you know, throwing it off a cliff, that is a violation of the wrath clause. You took the weapon up in anger, but did not finish the deed. So,
Makes sense.
the fiend that was responsible for that contract, he's likely out here trying to collect, and in which case you violating that wrath clause has given him entitlement to your soul. But I see that you're a tasty Asimard, so he can't quite find you. That is unfortunate for him. Eventually, he'll find you. Which is why I'm sure you've summoned little old Ractiel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to help.
So, I mean, I read most of the book, so I kind of get the gist of it. we got to find out how do we go about finding out who actually holds this contract?
Well, first and foremost, we got to talk about Oreactiel's side of this program. I need to work about a fee. Nothing
And
comes from
what are your
nothing, if
rates?
you know what I'm saying.
Draw up something. I'll read over it.
What are your rates?
Well,
Usually souls.
usually souls. Aye, that is generally the typical sort
Mm-hmm.
of currency that we work with down in the house. But if you don't happen to have a soul spare, I'm willing to always work for soul stones if you happen to have a few of those laying around.
Oh, you know,
Touchy
I'm
subject.
just fresh out of those.
Haven't been to Dis lately, have you?
Weirdly, no.
I'm sensing this is kind of a first-time thing for you guys.
Do they have to be in stones,
What do you mean?
Oh,
the souls? Because I got a couple in the pantry.
Gonna need some explanation on that one. How are you holding on to
I
a
don't
soul
know.
without any sort of arcane jar or a soul stone? Are you a lich?
She taps the vial on her chain.
Oh! Oh.
I guess I'm offering Mr. Tallow's dinner.
I mean, you might need to check with Paolo about that.
Yeah, I'd have to. But yeah, okay, hold on, Mr. Tallow. Are you done? Or
I'm paying attention.
Do you need everybody in there?
I'm really just beginning to have so many questions about myself.
I have
My
a lot of
computer.
There
questions,
is-
too.
I
It'll
didn't...
get weirder.
Okay. So Tallow actually sounds a little uncomfortable as you asked, like, at this conversation. He says, to be honest with you, I've kind of taken nibbles out of all of them because I didn't think you'd
Oh.
want them back.
Oh, I don't know if anybody likes to share food that's already had a bite taken out of it.
Had I known you intended to remove them from my pantry, I
Well,
might have...
I didn't know this was going to be an option.
It's
We can always work something out.
He's eaten some of the bits, like bits and bobs. Do you need a whole one?
Yes. The instant a soul is no longer whole, it loses almost all of its value.
A whole soul? Okay, well, then these are pre-chewed, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on with that. Little off-putting.
Wow, and you're a devil.
Mind me.
Yeah. So what's that say about Tallow and Claudia?
I am a devil.
No, my
Good
me.
eye. Again, I'm a Salisk of the 3rd level.
Oh, what now?
A Salisk.
What does that mean?
I am a devil of the ranking that is responsible for all legal arbitration. I respond to Azaruriel in the 3rd level. We handle all sorts of problems and, well, contracts. Those that all these silly little mortals are trying to get through the loopholes of. We go over all the paperwork and make sure that everything is on the up and up, or the down and up, or the down and down. It depends on where you are when you sign it.
Echo, from what I've read between the two books, would I know that like there has to be am I able to, or is Velen able to make a request to see her contract, even though she never signed an actual physical contract?
You know
Do I know
that
any
you...
loopholes?
No, you cannot. So, the only one who can reveal you the contract is the Infernal who made the contract, and they have to
They're
choose
assholes
to show
about
it
it
to you.
too.
Yeah.
They're not going to show it to you willingly.
So Rock, is your boss able to kind of? Can we go over the head of whoever made the contract with Velen to your boss?
we really need to work out the fee schedule, Artie.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if he can even.
Oh, I
do
mean, a
what we
consultation's
need.
no problem. Just, a little bit of blood here and there, and we're totally fine to answer any questions that you got.
We see something in writing. Rock. Buddy old Rock.
We can drop
So-
the details later. It's not a big deal.
No, I feel like
Mm.
depending on how much blood
Oh,
you want,
and
I
I
need to-
I like shake the mortal dummy book. No deal.
Ah.
I see something.
All right.
Ah.
You got me.
I almost got you
got me. I gotta try. All right.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I respect the hustle.
All right. Let me just, and he waves his hands and a big mahogany desk out on the ground in front of himself. And as he like sits down, a leather top stool right behind him, and he just
It's a nice,
like
nice
sits on a parchment. Thanks. Gift from the wife. All right, let's see here. And he begins.
You should be careful about trying to call us out, catch us out like that. One of us is Faye, you know.
As he's like got his head down on the parchment, he looks up like, "Oh, gonna scare me in the prime material. Spooky." And
Over the table, I want to give this guy my soul so bad. Just so I can call on him randomly.
Whizlock. You can call him. You have his phone number.
Yeah. You
Already
guys
I mean,
Now,
I'll-
Raxiel, stop calling me.
Artie keeps ending up with the phone numbers of all of these powerful beings and being like the most terrifying person to hold them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment, please.
It was like I didn't expect you to actually summon him.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna do it while
That's-
getting the tattoo later, but
That's what I get. You know, you offer the carrot and they eat the whole thing. Hold on a minute.
And bite your hand at the same time.
Oh,
honestly, I mainly summoned him because I forgot all the details that he just went over, and Tess started asking me questions. I'm like, I don't remember these questions.
Oof.
That's real.
Yeah, pretty much.
To be fair, it's really funny.
Yeah,
It's true.
It is. I agree.
I'm here just for that. It's like Claudia could have had a pact with this guy.
yeah, that would have been much better.
okay. After,
I fucking love Tallow being embarrassed about the contents of his pantry.
Amazing. Truly excellent.
His dog can take a finger nibble every once in a while.
he turns the contract to you, and it says, Contract of Infernal Disclosure, Form 7-B, Sniff and Sign variant. Article 1, Statement of Desire. The mortal, hereafter referred to as the Inquirer, wishes to obtain privileged infernal information regarding subject V, hereafter the soul marked, and the status of any known or unknown binding agreements. Article 2, Terms of Disclosure. The Notary Infernal, hereafter Ractiel, agrees to disclose one verifiable truth about the soul marked's contract in written form, provided the inquirer accepts the terms as follows. Article 3, Cost. The inquirer's voice will be temporarily leased to Ractiel for exactly 9 minutes at a time of Ractiel's choosing. During this lease, the inquirer may still make noise, but only in infernal or through legally defined humming. Article 4, Fine print, visible. Okay, so you see with your insane passive investigation on the contract, it says, if the inquirer attempts to break the lease, his voice shall be considered forfeit for 1 moon cycle.
Not Ariel,
Ariel?
the Little Mermaid. So
Yes, Ariel, I guess.
So her.
I didn't even
voice.
make that connection. Yes, he loses his voice for 1 moon cycle. Okay. Then
So what
he
would
just-
I discern would be the breaking of this contract?
from what you can see, it looks like
Yeah.
the information, like if you find a way to prevent Ractiel from using your voice when it happens, that would be immediately breaking the contract.
Cool. Now, this is all pretty standard and up to board, Rack, you know, but I got a little problem with it, right? Because if you could use my voice, you could pretty much
Just for
give
9 minutes?
yourself authority. Yeah, 9 minutes is a long time, right? You can use that. Doesn't give you my verbal binding authority on anything that you use my voice for, does it? Like for
Not
my
sure I
soul?
understand the question. I cannot
Yeah,
say using your voice that you give me your soul. No, I can't do that.
Okay, cool.
I can't make choices for you.
I'm sold.
I can just sound like you.
I sniff it and sign it.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's all I needed to hear. I love it.
Immediately,
I love it.
your name in like red ink that smells of lilac appears on the contract and it vanishes.
You know, a lot of people lose these little pleasantries, and I know you're of the highest standards of business. You know, this is why I called you.
It's all about presentation. You gotta remember.
Yeah, it really is. You know, that's how you get
Does he have a Yelp?
anywhere I can leave a
Little
review.
Yelp.
Glassdoor?
If
Something
you
like
need
that?
like
Yeah,
a
it's
testimonial for your next for the dummies.
no. The forum is
is-
called the Help. It's HELLP.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah,
Oh, that
that
makes
I had to I was about to ask if the hell Yelp was help.
It is Help.
Amazing.
Help.
Sweet.
A moment while I'm trying to find this little detail. Let's see. You're looking for the Infernal. You want to know who it is that you can get in contact with. Let's see. A moment while I'm sifting through my own notes.
Yeah. No
Imagine if I was prepared.
I like this guy. I
Okay.
trust him.
Oh, good.
I trust him so much.
No, please don't.
I just signed his contract.
He writes down something on a slip of paper, and he folds it up, and then he slides it to you. You have it in writing, my friend. Now, be aware, once you know the name, he knows you. You can
Like
have that
location?
warning free of charge. No, he knows who you are.
Oh.
You're on hallowed ground.
Doesn't he already,
This is
doesn't
bullshit.
he already know Velen? Because she's been following her?
Well,
Or trying to
she's
get his doggos?
she's soul
to get
branded,
her?
which means that he knows vaguely and has a place to track, but you can't find her specifically. Partly because Azamar, partly because Hallow, partly because Sneaky.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've upheld my end of the bargain. Should you need anything else, you know what to say.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ever want to like get a drink or something, could I just call you and hang out?
At your own risk.
You might want to
Yeah,
be careful
why not?
drinking around this guy already.
What? He seems like fun.
Hey, I'm just here to help. And then he
Wait, but
vanishes.
oh, okay.
He's gone.
I really like that guy.
Yeah, he seems cool. I'm gonna go with Cliff to get my tattoo finished. Now that stuff I don't understand has stopped
Oh,
happening.
I got dibs on next.
Yeah, for me.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Hell,
you
Oh,
witnessed
that's my
all of
buddy
that.
Rocktail. He's my new lawyer.
Good-
Good morning, Cliff.
I think
Good
Artie
morning.
would have a lawyer on retainer for all of the lawsuits
Yeah.
with his
yeah.
inventions.
Especially a
Oh my God.
devilish one.
Uh-huh. Rudy Hoog. Mm,
I guess I'll just.
Ribbon.
Sorry.
I guess I'll just bring.
Yeah,
bring
let
that one
Durden
back.
let Durden know I'll be there in a little bit. I'm next. I got some money coming his way.
Sure.
I have another tattoo after this, Artie.
Let him know what?
I have 2 tattoos.
Fucking
On the
tattoos do you
paper,
get?
Artie, I'm whispering you what it says on it.
Okay, I haven't opened it yet, but I will leave the DM there.
Okay.
Because after he said that, I went to go open it, and then I was thinking about giving it to Velen. So right now, I still have it closed. So I
Okay.
won't read the DM.
Then I will actually remove this.
Yeah,
Let me
I haven't-
know
I
when
haven't
you open it.
opened the DM yet. Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, I have 2 tattoos. Bye.
Yeah, I'll be over there in a little bit.
On the way, Cliff's gotta ask. Do you guys always get wrapped up in things like this?
Yeah. Like a lot.
Why?
I don't know. Do you know we met in the backyard of the lodge and we were all sleeping in tents? And we hadn't met each other. And then we went outside to kill some wolves that were causing problems with livestock. And then we fell into this war with some werewolves. And then
See,
and then we went to Malachor to talk to the vampire lord. And then I died. And then there was a camp of vampire hunters we had to negotiate with. And then we came back, and then we blew up a town, and then there was a beholder, And now we're here.
For the record, you blew up the town before you got to Malachor, but in
Yeah.
character,
How do you know that, Cliff?
in character, you asked me, did I know? No. How would I have known that? That's all
Well, now you know.
insane.
Stuff just keeps happening to us.
I see that.
Do you have any baggage?
You died?
Yes. And so did Tess and Felon.
So,
Yeah.
just Artie.
Yeah. Artie hasn't died yet. Yet.
The yet.
Most of the time we come back. Most of the time.
I'm gonna live to be 500.
I have a lot less baggage than you guys.
We'll see.
Alright.
This place has a way of bringing it out of you, whether you like it or not.
This is supposed to be some small, quiet town.
That's the problem when adventurers get in it. Stuff happens.
Claudia hopefully finishes up her tat soon.
Yeah, as you're getting your tattoos, Vera appears at the edge of the caravan.
Ooh.
Um,
Hi, Vera.
hey, how are you guys doing?
I'm getting my back finished and upper sleeve.
It's a good looking back too.
Thanks.
Old Knuckle told me to stop by, and she holds up like this big iron kettle.
Ooh.
Got some hot
This is
clava.
Cliff, by the way.
Hey, Cliff, you want some hot clava?
Hot clover.
And this
Well,
is
sure.
what Vera looks like. Very like hides and teeth all over.
Woodsy.
Yeah, very much a survivalist.
She has a leg made by Artie as well.
She also, yeah. A lot of people missing bits in this area.
Yep, she has a metal leg.
Yeah.
So
Unrelated to us.
indeed,
Mostly.
I don't believe that.
Mostly.
she's pouring out like a big mug of this hot hazelnut smelling vanilla chocolate beverage and hands it to Claudia, and then she looks at you.
Thanks.
You want a cup?
Certainly. Thank you.
There you go. And she pours you one out as well. Should you
Good
drink
for
the
fight.
clava, it gives you advantage on initiative for like 8 hours,
Nice.
Nice.
and it tastes delicious.
Yes.
It's like a almost coffee taste.
I always picture a chai tea latte whenever I. And maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think those are delicious, so I'm okay with that.
Sure. Vera says, Old Knuckle saw a lot of you guys hanging out here in the street and said it was probably going to be freezing your balls off, so
It is pretty cold. Tell him thanks.
yeah, I'll pass it on. I'll leave this kettle out here if anybody else wants some.
Yay.
And
I'm sure there'll be more of us. We're all getting tattoos.
good on you. I'd have some more myself, but I don't have any more room.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Vera walks off.
I like her.
I can see why.
Well, she was on the opposite end of the Lycan War when we first got here, but she turned things around.
Lycan War?
Yeah, I told you. When we first got here, we killed some wolves, and then there was a war.
Okay. Sorry, I'm struggling to keep up.
Mm-hmm. It was out in the woods over there.
She just points.
Just
But
right
it's
over there.
over. Just right over there. But it's over now because we, well, the guy leading the side that didn't want to coexist peacefully, we killed him. So now it's okay.
Fair enough.
You know in world that the Goldwood, which is what she's pointing at, is
Mhm.
a fucking massive forest.
Mhm.
It's like this.
Yeah.
It's like Russian wilderness, enormous. Like,
Just out there.
Yep.
There are still lichens out there, by the way, but most of them will not bite on sight.
Most
There's
of
a,
them around
druid
here.
circle. Oh, who's that?
The man tattooing your back.
Oh, when did you get there?
I've been here.
Right. There's a druid circle out there that they're made up of pieces of the clan that kind of fell apart after we took out its leader, but they would want to exist on their own, really, instead of causing trouble like Rainer used to. And that's the history of the Wild Hearts.
That's quite a deep history.
Yeah. We've only been here for like 6 months.
Lots happened in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like a whole month of that was us not even here. That's when the vampires got involved. Did you see a vampire on your way into town, Cliff?
No.
Did you see like a really well-dressed kind of like aristocratic man kind of hanging around or lurking in the woods?
Roll a history.
I'm pretty sure Durden would have seen it, not me.
Jordan, did you see someone like that either? He's here and listening.
I see
Ooh,
all
good
sorts
roll.
of folk on the road. What did you
Yeah,
roll?
but
17.
can she describe Ephraim more accurately than Claudia is?
Roll a persuasion to try and describe this guy.
Sure. Natural 20 for a 29.
Okay. Yeah, apparently you described this guy perfectly. Cliff with a 17?
Mhm.
Yeah, that kind of sounds familiar. You remember seeing a guy at a campsite, like maybe a week out of Endsmeet. He struck you as a little odd because he looked far too well dressed, but like didn't look like out of place at the campsite. Like it's clear he knew what he was doing, just was very
Yeah.
proper and clean. He just kind of waved at your caravan as it rolled by.
Actually, yes. I did see someone like that.
So it was a week out, you say? And she kind of points up. Is this Cedar Way? Like in this direction where I'm pinging. That way? The way you rolled in from town?
I'm gonna say yes.
So they came from north down the old pitch
sorry.
road. So he came
Whichever
from
way
this
they came from is the
Okay.
the way she'd point.
And yes.
Okay. So then, yes.
He was alone?
You didn't see anybody else at the site.
It appeared to be.
And how extensive was the site? Did it look like he was hanging around there for a while? Was it like a quick setup?
We kind of passed by. I wasn't.
Yeah, but was
really-
it like, did he have like a big fancy tent with him, or was he like a bedroll and a fire?
No, he looked in place. He looked.
Is that true, Echo?
Just describe that to him.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it just.
I may have missed that. Say it again.
it seemed like he knew what he was doing. It seemed like he was comfortable in his campsite. Though he was very clean and proper, he looked like he knew what he was doing, and it looked like a set-up campsite.
Thanks for letting me know.
Certainly. Do I get any context about this, or
Or do I?
He's someone I knew growing up. But we'll probably leave you alone.
an old friend?
I wouldn't say friend.
All right then.
She'll kind of look at Durden and say, he is a vampire, so if you see him again, just keep going.
Okay. Do you know how many vampires I've passed on the road through and in here?
At least 2 in this area,
Aye. At least.
and 1 up the road. So
Mhm.
yeah, but you might as well be informed. He is of the variety that tend to take what they want without asking.
Never had any problems like that before.
I hope it stays that way if he just waved at you.
Me too.
Hmm.
Is that not a problem?
What?
I thought,
Oh, him?
yeah, if he's nearby.
Yeah, I should probably talk to Liam about that. I'll do that tonight when I see him on a shift. That's a
Okay.
good point. I should do that. I didn't even think about that.
Durden then thumps your back and he says, all right, back's done.
Oh. Why would you do it like that?
You're a tough girl.
It's true.
Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And so as that continues, Tess,
Yes.
how you doing?
Well, she looked very much like she wanted to ask a question to this infernal lawyer before he disappeared, and she kind of like this is not me as a player missing my opportunity to do that. That was like she as a character kind of like leaned forward and then leaned back from that opportunity.
I see.
And I think she is kind of like puttering around with barely concealed anxiety, and then she eventually just leaves the house. And probably goes kind of like circles to see what the what like folks are doing at the illustrator moment. Sees that people are getting tattoos. She eventually has one of those she wants to get. She will linger outside the lodge again, and then pivot to go to the hotel to see if she can help work on anything.
Sure. Yeah. You would find a hot kettle of clava at the illustrator's caravan that is offered to you, basically
Sure.
on site. And then
That's
when
it.
yeah, it's delicious. It gives you advantage on initiative for the next 8 hours. As you head to the hotel, in progress, the Wax and Claw, you do find Vera working on it, along with Rynan.
Hey,
Hey there. Good seeing you
how can I
again.
help? Yep.
Oh, there's much to do. And she
Give me a tool
points.
and some directions.
She like hands you a saw, and she says, "All of that lumber has to be cut to length. There's a
on
lot."
it. She will. How long? I think borrowed knowledge would only give me an hour, so I guess I'm not going to do that. But yeah, she's. I don't think she's proficient in carpenter's tools, but sure, she'll work on it.
It's just a dexterity check.
Great. She's not super duper dexterous, but that's not terrible. 15.
Yeah, the DC was 10. It is a simple task. It is a tedious task. You are one by one cutting these long, like roughshod, like cleaned logs that are stripped of branches and bark, but they are very clearly like have yet to be quartered, and you're cutting all of them to length. And it is slow going. The saw is sharp, but the wood is still fairly fresh, so the saw binds a lot, and it's hard not to get a little irritated, but it is a distraction.
We love a distraction.
While you're working, what sort of mood is Tess displaying? What would someone with a very high passive insight read on Tess's face?
In a very high. She would read concentration on a task. Like trying very extremely to focus on the task because it is very clear that she doesn't want to be focusing on something else.
After you do it, you're working on it for like an hour.
Yeah.
I think you feel the log that you're cutting suddenly like not move at all, and you realize that Vera has hopped up on it and is.
Hey.
What's up?
You on this log?
You're right. And she just looks at you.
Hey, would you be willing to help us identify a curse?
Sure.
We're gonna need some materials and diamond dust and stuff, but Velen is pretty cursed by a sword, and we're gonna need another caster. So.
All right, sure, I could do that.
Oh, thank you. You're
Is
so
that
sweet? I appreciate it.
Is that what's fucking with your head right now?
I'm supposed to be the one that does this for other people. So
Cleric v cleric.
this isn't fair, actually.
Just accept that I'm better at it than you. What's going on?
Hey, whoa. Those are fighting words. That's not.
You want to fight about it?
Yeah, actually, I would.
Okay. Vera hops off the log.
You're gonna get decked by Vera.
Fucking
We're
with the
rolling
wrong one.
initiative?
That's up to you. Are you rolling initiative?
Do it, Tess. It'll be
What
so cool.
are you punching me or are we doing magic? What?
Okay, so you have said, Vera has said, do you want to fight about it? And you said yes. So Vera thinks you're now fighting about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Punch
Tess?
Tess.
Yeah, sure. Tess isn't great with like
She needs to get this out.
You need
Tess
a
is
long rest,
absolutely
by the way.
Yeah, Tess is absolutely spect for. Oh no, I've hit their long rest button.
Just
Okay.
didn't show up on the boundary.
Oh.
It's probably fine.
Tess
Remember,
is
you
actually-
advantage on initiative because you had Clava.
Well, I mean, I am sure that she has too.
Oh, yeah, she does, for sure.
Yeah, Tess is gonna look at her. Is gonna like look at her at Fayhue, and then
much.
not. Yeah, and then not go because she doesn't want to fucking like. And she's also sure that this person can fuck her up, so she's just gonna go in with her fist. I think.
Okay.
Therapeutic fighting.
Yeah.
Let me update. Okay.
Which might arguably be healthier than Tessa's drinking or making out.
Who
Coping
knows?
mechanisms.
Maybe.
Roll
Maybe she
initiative,
just needs to
Tess.
get punched in the face.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
15.
A good roll.
Yeah, Vera goes first.
Oh.
Okay. I guess she can choose whether we're using weapons or not.
She punches you in the
That's
face.
true.
Yeah, okay. Great.
She's gonna rearrange your already rearrangeable face.
Sure.
Vera like hops onto her toes and like very dexterously suddenly like lurches forward and just pop it hits you twice with 2 unarmed attacks. That's a 26 and a 24.
Yeah,
Jesus.
totally. AC of 19. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, you immediately take 9 and 7 damage. So 16
She
damage.
hits hard.
Is she also dealing Divine Strike?
No. That's just punch.
Damn.
Is a werebear, by the way, if you forgot.
No, I did not. I absolutely did not forget. Tess
Okay.
did not either.
Just
Yeah,
incredibly strong. Like,
incredibly strong.
the blows
100%.
are like, and she does have tattoos on her.
Oh, she has the same tattoo as Penn, doesn't she?
That's
Maybe.
why she said that when you first met. She was like,
Oh shit.
Yep.
yeah, so this might suck.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Tess gets her bell rung, and kind of like winces and moves her jaw and nods, and will go. She doesn't. Can she do 2 unarmed strikes at once?
You can make an
I don't
unarmed attack as your attack, and you can use an unarmed attack as your bonus action.
Okay, 15 for the first, because she has only +5
Does
with
not
this.
hit.
Doesn't hit, I'm sure it doesn't. And she considers briefly expending a spell slot to boost her armor class, and then absolutely doesn't do that. And goes again.
Old fashioned fist fight.
19.
It hits. 6
2.
damage.
6 damage, yeah.
What is divine strike damage included?
Oh, I guess it is. No, I don't think she's gonna do that.
Okay, so just the bludgeoning damage.
I think
This
we're
is
just
pure
gonna do 2.
visceral fist fighting.
Yeah, just 2 damage.
Being a werebear, she doesn't actually take any damage.
Doesn't take any
That's
damage.
true. She has a
A damage
Threshold.
threshold.
Yep, cool.
So
Tess
you
should become a werewolf.
And Tess knows that.
Tess does know that, yes.
He basically just bounces off her abs.
Yep,
No, like the strike connects and she reacts, but there's no visible damage.
sure.
Vera doesn't say anything. She just will follow up with her own attacks.
Yep.
16 to hit
Feel something.
Nope.
and a 24 to hit.
Yep.
The 24 is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Vera like dances back, like hands up but pretty loose. What else you got?
She's just gonna hit her again. She's not gonna
Just
use
take this to the
magic.
floor.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna do any damage.
What is Reining doing during this? Is he
He
just
can't-
watching?
He is sitting on the second floor of the Wax and Claw Hotel, his little feet dangling, and he has a cigar that he got from somewhere.
He's like, oh, this is a good break.
18 hits, 13 does not.
I don't think I can do more than 2 damage
What's your strength?
because I think +1.
You cannot. Your unarmed strikes do 2 damage.
Yeah, and again, Tess knows that.
It's almost poetic that it's fruitless.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oof. Oof, ouch.
That's why she's doing it.
Okay. I think if Tess is not going to use any magic, and this brawl, this fist fight, is going to continue this way, after like maybe 4 rounds, when it becomes clear that Tess is basically just using Vera to beat herself up, literally, Vera will stop. This ain't good for you.
I know.
And I ain't doing it to you.
You want me to really fight you?
No. I don't want to fight you at all. You and
You're
your
sweet.
friends saved me from a horrible fate. I owe you a lot. But it doesn't look like, to me, you feel like you saved anyone. It looks like, to me, you're hurting. You just want to feel something.
You can save people and still hurt.
See, that was a segue. I was trying to connect that to what's going on. I didn't really feel like just being like, hey, you look like you feel like shit.
I have this thing. there was someone really important to me that I couldn't save. And now every person that I can't save reminds me of that person. And so it would be great if I could keep a balance sheet in my head and feel like my successes outweighed my failures. But I haven't gotten there yet.
Did old Knuckle ever tell you about my ma?
No.
I don't really know if it's my place to say, but it kind of feels like it applies a little.
Sounds like she's your mother, so maybe it is your place.
She died when I was 13.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, you didn't do it. But I know who did. We were living in a little place called Varen's Hollow. It was in the Feywild.
Did you grow up there?
Yeah, I did. It's a beautiful place.
Sure.
Always
Sounds
dusk.
like it. Huh.
It was right on the border of this glade where you would step out and it was all moonlight and come back and it was back to dusk. Gorgeous.
That does sound gorgeous.
My dad was always careful about who he talked to, who he helped, who visited. Varen's Hollow always had travelers because it was right near Feyhop. People could come in from the other side all the time. But my dad always would help people when he could. Unless he didn't trust them, if he didn't think they looked trustworthy. One day, this old man comes by. And the way he talks just puts Dad on edge. He mentions some things about things being tight out in the woods, people looking for people, and it being scarce and scary. I don't remember what he said exactly, but I remember it put my dad on edge, so my dad turned him away. That old man said that my dad failed the test,
Oh no.
that he was a bronze dragon, and in that moment, he struck down my mom as punishment.
Oh my god. What? That's no kind of justice.
I don't think he
That's
cared
cruel.
about justice. It doesn't matter. What does matter is, ever since that day, my dad's been trying to make up for it. Because he can't bring mom back.
But he can give Clava to everybody. He can make soup.
Yeah, I guess
and
that's
I can cut wood.
yeah. Point is, I just see a parallel. Someone beating themselves up. Something that wasn't fair. I wish my dad would forgive himself.
Is that why you're a cleric?
No. Fuck no. No, I'm a cleric because I talked to Valkeen and he talked back.
I'm a cleric because I tried to destroy Jamino's shrine. So,
Why?
because I was mad.
You mad now?
Probably. Not at Jamino, though. Not anymore. My dad was really good at understanding other people. And he was really kind and good. And taken from me for no reason. For no fucking reason. that I understand, that I still don't understand, that we aren't even following any leads on. And I kind of thought that that wasn't supposed to happen to people like my dad. And so I thought, I guess, that it was Jimino's fault, which is, I mean, stupid now, but, you know, grief does shit to you. And so instead of that, now I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to be the one really good at understanding everyone else's perspective. And I am good at that. I am good at that. But I don't really understand my own.
Well, you know what I see when I look at you?
What do you want to see?
No. What I see when I look at you is somebody who does everything she can for everyone else. Always. Maybe it's because you're uncomfortable doing things for yourself. Maybe it's because you don't think you're important.
I'm not important.
Bullshit. Bullshit, and fuck you for saying so. You and your friends changed my world. You ended the monster who took my leg and would have killed my dad. You did that.
Helped.
No, you did it. I watched the fucking guiding bolt do it, you muppet. So if this is important to you, if finding this lead, following this lead to what happened to your dad is important to you, speak up and get on it. Stand up for yourself.
All right.
But first, you have to finish cutting this wood. It's just going to take forever.
Yeah. Real important.
And she gives you a solid thump on the back, and then she says,
Ow.
You need to use your hip more when you throw a punch.
I'm not very strong and rely on magic a lot.
Maybe one day I'll teach you. It's all about the twist.
Good. Yeah. You could maybe teach me to be faster. Also, I'm not very fast.
Okay. Rome wasn't built in a day,
Okay.
but they were laying bricks by the hour.
I'm gonna chop wood and we're gonna get there.
Consider it the first part of your training.
Okay.
What are you looking at? And Ryan is like, oh, nothing. Just clatters back up in the hotel as Vera begins climbing up the side of the building. After that, if anybody else has any last-minute things before we tie up the session, speak now or forever hold your cheese.
I think that everyone in town is probably going to be able to hear what Velen is doing because she's playing the bagpipes, so they're extremely loud.
Okay. Roll performance.
For the opening of that sentence, but glad by the end of it.
Yeah. This is a constitution-based performance because they're
is
bagpipes.
it? Okay. That's fair.
So instead of charisma, you had con.
Okay, let me see if I have any constitution skills.
You don't. There are no constitution skills. It's a con. What's your constitution score?
I have +2 on con, so
Okay, so we're just going to subtract 3 from your roll, which makes it a 17.
okay.
The bagpipes. Okay, firstly, Velen, you're not that accustomed to playing the bagpipes.
No, she's working at it right now.
So you find yourself getting winded quickly, which is kind of unusual for you. Normally, like when you're playing like the flute or panpipes or anything else. Why are you screaming at me?
I just went, because I noticed that I had the tool proficiency, and I could have rolled it, but I didn't. But it's fine. It's whatever. Carry on.
You rolled performance, which you're proficient in.
Yeah. I had the tool proficiency that I didn't notice that I had. I had a constitution-based roll. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. When you do have the wind to play the bagpipes, it is a pure, cutting sound that echoes throughout all of Endsmeet, and it's beautiful, and it's clear, and you're not going flat or sharp on any notes. You're playing exactly what you want to play, just in brief spurts.
Because I don't have enough wind.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So you are proficient in bagpipes. You're just playing them for the sake of playing them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else anybody else is doing while bagpipes are ringing out over the horizon? Okay. As we come to the end of the session, that's where we're going to wrap it up. In this moment, fairly early in the morning, we're going to say by the end of the session, Claudia, your second tattoo finishes. So go ahead.
The end of this session? So we're
by the
she's
end
good
of
and
this
gold?
session, you have your second tattoo, which is much smaller. It's a 2-hour tattoo.
Hey. Sorry for hogging it, guys, but now you all can get yours.
And with
He's
that,
next.
Artie is next, yes, if I recall.
Yeah.
I am now expertise in perception.
With a tattoo of Little Bell.
Little Bell.
Cute.
Also, Cliff, you saw when you were just standing around listening to that devil give a spiel in the loft area of the house you were waiting in. There was a gigantic displacer beast just lounging, and it didn't have any eyes. It was just hanging out there.
Very nice.
She's a cutie.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the least
The least
surprising
weird
thing.
thing. In the...
Also a sloth covered in vegetation. Like,
That's true. Winston was there as well, and also Nimbus, and also Arthur,
Yeah,
all
there's
kinds
lots of
crazy-
exotic
and Barry.
creatures.
There's a lot of
This-
animals in that
this-
house.
This place
Did
is
you
just
say berry?
nonsense.
Berries? Where?
I've been waiting to see Barry and Peanut Butter.
Peanut
Peanut
butter
butter's
is peanut butter's
Peanut
at
butter is in for right now.
peanut
Okay.
butter is at
Well,
the carriage station with old Knuckle being tended to.
That's right.
And Barry
We don't
is
have
just kind of
I'm
always
glad
sleeping.
you know peanut butter.
Barry is like always
Barry
sleeping and hanging out of his bag of holding, just his head always
But-
Just
unconscious.
gigantic ferret head hanging out.
As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me tonight. Before we go any farther, we must first give our players an opportunity to vote for each other for a point of inspiration. We're going to start at the top of the order with Dooch. Who did something that you liked this sesh?
I'm giving it to Tess for her self-inflicted in-character pain. It was very creative. Like I could really see her Tess being in that mindset where she's like, I just want to feel something and goes for it. It all very much tracked.
Okay. First votes for Emily. Next, Pen.
That too. That made me sad.
Okay.
Literally using someone else to beat herself up, like physically this time, not just like her liver or her heart, but her whole everything. Sad.
Emily, who did something you liked?
Thank you to Velen for absolutely throwing me the best curveball that I was not even a little bit expecting. Holy shit, that's gonna be so fun to have consequences from.
I don't know that I was necessarily expecting her to do that either, but
Velen has a mind of her own.
Thank you, Velen. Thank you, Velen. A+. We love it. Well, especially because I was really setting up for like, yes, the Velen and Zeke arc, and it's probably still gonna. It might still happen.
I don't know about
Brutal.
that. It's a small town. Everybody hears everything.
It is a small town, and Velen like
the self-destruction.
Velen doesn't think that she can have nice things, and
That
that
and break
whole
them before anything else can happen to them.
basically, yeah, that was all over that. That was that was part of.
They're both using
Yeah, that
people to self-destruct.
This was
Messy.
that was part of what she prayed to Jimino about it. She was like, "Why do I keep doing this? Why am I like this?"
And of course, Jimmy
Anyway.
said, "Be honest with yourself. You're the only one who can do that."
Jesus, please just be honest with yourselves.
Sal, who did something you liked?
I think I have to give it to Tess after Velen disastered that her. I honorable mention to Artie just like going for it with the Saulisk because
Oh,
that
yes.
was excellent.
That was great too.
I didn't
but
think you would.
I do have.
I had to
can't believe you
upload a
didn't think you would.
token. I had to upload a whole token to get it fucking
That was a
rockin'.
perfect token.
Yeah,
It was
I
nailed
had the
it.
art. I
That
just
was-
had to put it in the thing.
Spot on. That token was phenomenal.
But Tess for just yielding to the impulse, even though they both knew it was stupid. And then having to live with the consequences of our actions.
Cheers
Yep.
to the repercussions that will follow.
Yeah.
Sleepy, who did something that you liked?
I also have to give it to Tess for voluntarily getting
sweep.
her ass kicked by a werebear.
Yeah. All right, Emily. Whoop. You have a unanimous vote. You have earned the player's vote for inspiration. Well done.
Thank
As
you.
we come to the end of the session. Yeah, I mean, trauma. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you all for playing with me. I hope you had a good time. To those of you who are at home or at work watching?
I am at work lost constantly.
Great. Hi, Pen.
Why am I
Hi,
here?
Emily. Hi, Class. Hi, Sal. Hi, Dude. Hi, everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.